matter how long I'm gone. It don't even matter how long I'm gone. I've been on. Anyway, life's great, can't complain, but this industry's enough to drive them insane. When niggas get to moving different, that's when it raises suspicion. When they catch your attention, when they pushing your limits, listen. You just play the hand that you dealt, and you just hope and pray to God that you don't lose nobody else. And you just hope they stay the same while you increasing all your wealth. With recognition to God, you made a name for yourself, but...
Hey everybody, please stop. No, you go read a book, or you go read the book for 20 minutes and then come tell me about what the report's about, because you did not read earlier. Thank you. Hey y'all, I'm running a little bit late. I was running behind. Hold on, y'all. I just got on. Take your time. Hey, y'all. I'm just running a bit late. Hey to everyone that's live. Hey to everyone that's catching the replay. I guess we're gonna go and oh, I didn't mean like whip you up like that. I'm trying to get comfortable. The sun is like coming through my window. I guess I can show y'all my Kohl's haul, y'all. Just talking to my son about reading as well. Yeah, like his class makes him read. He has to read 20 minutes every day at home. I really don't like this, how the shades is doing this thing to my eye. He has to read 20 minutes at home, and he has to write what he read about, and then I sign off on it. And I told him, I said, I'm not signing off unless you read. So you better go ahead, buddy. But I was just opening. I still didn't do the Kohl's haul. I should have titled that the actual Kohl's haul. I'll go back and maybe fix the title if I remember. But Chrissy said she's gonna hop on a little bit late to do the other part, so I'm gonna wait for her to jump in and do that. And I know everybody starts coming in a little bit later, but I guess I could just show the haul and when they come in. I got Ethan some pants, but they seem way too long. I thought they were cute. They remind me of like teddy bear, like little teddy bear joggers, but these are so long, y'all. Like I don't know. They were at Walmart and they were on clearance for $5. He's trying to eat them for $5, but they seem a little bit long. 20 minutes expected, but I like that. I like that. I think I'm gonna put that on. I'm gonna write that down. He gonna get mad. But yeah, I thought these was cute. Maybe I can roll them up. I don't know. If for nothing else, you can wear them in the house. They seem warm, and it was a pack of 3, and it was on clearance for $5. $5. They had black. They had, hold on, the bag fell off the bed. They had black. They had this gray color. Like I don't know, remind me of like a teddy bear or like a sheep. And then it's like the brown pair, the gray pair, and then they had these black ones. The black ones is not as prominent, I guess, because they're black, but I thought they were cute. And he has this teddy bear hat that I bought him that was too big when I bought it for him, like a year or 2 ago, that would match those. So when it gets cold, but for $5 for 3 pairs of pants, I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Yeah, I get to talking and forget that I got to do this thing. And you're not going to play with plastic. That's just highly dangerous. Hey. Oh, you came in right when I was about to show the stuff because I was waiting for everybody to get in here. So the stuff I got from Kohl's, I like. These are just a pair. These are for Jackson. These are Jackson stuff. And Jackson's right here. Let me see if I can fix this. We on the bed today. The little pants. They're like a rust color. You know. They don't seem that thick though for it to be pants. Do you want your pants? They're like, they match his pacifier. Like his little kinda. Um, 550. Yes, it was a clearance. Like I guess like nobody was really buying them or something. I don't know why stuff would be going on clearance half the time. But is you gonna cut up? Cause you was in a good mood before we got on here. And then I don't remember what I got, y'all. $28. I definitely didn't pay no $28. I definitely didn't pay no $28 for this. I know that much. But it retails for that. Oh, this is his little. Give me the You can't eat plastic. Isn't this cute? It's a little cardigan. It's a little cardigan. I mean, a little sweater. Got a little mushroom hat, and it's a set of comes with the onesie and the little pants. I was telling y'all earlier, I've gotten into, I don't know what it is, but I'm really into neutral colors. Like I went from like dinosaur trucks and all of that to now I'm into very neutral colors. Like I don't know why. And I think because these look really good on Jackson's skin. Don't pull my shirt down, Papa. I think because they look really good on Jackson's skin, so I gravitate towards those. I mean, he has onesies of all colors and stuff like that, but I mean, I just thought it was cute. Those, I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to show this with Jackson because he's not cooperating. But and then these are some sleepers. I guess this is all Carter's. So maybe I just have a thing for Carter's. This was a set of 2. Boo boo. Oh, I guess I am covering up your little crawl space. Hold on, y'all. I'm putting the clothes in his little crawl space. And he's getting upset. So let's throw them in this pile once we look at them so that you can have your space to be free, my love. Here. You sit there. Hello. He's so smiling. He was just very irritable. And I think it was his shots. But I got the little... And I made sure I got the ones without the feet. I used to love the ones with the feet. This has little ducks and mushrooms and stuff. So that must have been the theme. And then this one is just plain stripes and has like a little duck on it. But I got the ones without the feet because he got some big feet. My kids got big feet. And so they grow out of them, or like the feet become too small. And then instead of ruining it, I end up having to cut the feet off to use it longer. And then you can't give that to someone that needs it or whatever. So like, I just get them without the feet. So if they become a little high water, they just a little high water. And that's what we do. There must be a lag because that came in like all of those came in at once. I love the little feet too, but he doesn't stay in them long. Like he don't stay in them long. And like I need him to be able to wear these. And then this is just a pack of regular onesies with the long sleeve ones. Cause even his onesies, he's right now, I've been stretching these 0 to 3 months. And he's definitely in past that. Not doing my makeup, I'm watching on my TV. Oh. Girl, my 11-year-old son is already wearing size 11 in men's. I believe it. Eli wears the same size. I wear a 9.5 in women's. And Eli wears the equivalent in men's. So he can fit my shoe. And I can fit his. Ain't that something? He's 9. And I have to reply, girl, that's how I be watching the vlogs and stuff. But yeah, I just got the long sleeve onesies because these are universal. You can wear with any pants, even the pants that come with outfits. I like to get it to where I can mix and match. I can't talk. But yeah, it was a set of 4. So that was really good. And I definitely didn't pay retail price for none of these. These were all sale clearance. Y'all know me. I stretch $1 in a second. And then this is another set of, I think these are short sleeves though. These were a set of onesies. Again, with these earth tones. The little onesies. And I like these because these are giving a lot more room than I'm glad that they didn't connect. They're so cute, little koala bear. More room in them than other brands. And Carter's, for the most part, Carter's last a long time. Like, I know when he's 9 months, he's gonna still be able to fit these 6 months. Like, they give you more space. Orange 11 and men's, my 13 years at 10 and women. Yeah, like these kids is like growing. But that was a set of 5. And I think this cost like $9. It was like $9 for these 5 of them. And then of course his dad wants him to have some type of name brand, which I'm not into brands at all. Like I could care less about brands as long as it fits and it's warm. And so I got the little Nike one, and this one was on sale. Now this one has feet, but you see how the feet, like Jackson's foot is this size. I didn't even know I had the Nike symbol on the bottom. Jackson's foot is that size, so he has that. He won't be in that long, and I hate it because I'm gonna end up, in order to keep it, I end up having to cut the feet and like hem it up, or just he no longer can wear it, and that like vexes me because I'm just like, I want him to be able to get a good wear out of it. What else? I really love this little outfit. I thought this was an outfit. This was so cute to me, and I might take his pictures in this. I just thought, it's a different material than I thought. Look at that. This is Best Friends, and it comes with the little pants. I thought this was absolutely adorable, and I thought his little skin complexion, his little skin tone would look so cute on this. But I thought this was like sweat suit material. And my son's gonna be a 6-footer. Ethan and Eli are definitely gonna be 6 feet kids because their dads are 6'2" and 6'4". I like the Nike outfit. Yeah, but this was the one and I got this for, it was $10. It was $10, which to me for one outfit was like, because I'm on a budget. But it was his dad's money, so child, I made it do what it do. He was like, make sure you get my boy clothes and and don't be having him looking. Like Michael knows that I know how to dress kids. I might go out looking raggedy, but my kids will never go out looking raggedy. And then I got this little outfit, because it's a thermal outfit like set. There's this one, and it came with the little thermal pants. I thought this was really cute. That was really cute too. So I got a lot of stuff. I think altogether, all of this stuff came to like $156. Then I got him a pack of socks that would match some of the colors he has. Little Nike socks with the different colors. Again, like I am obsessed with these earth tones and these neutrals. Like, I don't know what it is. They just look so, I think it's his complexion. They just look, when he wears those colors, they just look so cute on his skin. Like, I don't know. And then this was like $3. So I got this little onesie. I thought that was cute. And I forgot I got this. Jackson, are you slobbering on my phone? And it came with the little pants with the little pockets, which I think is adorable because why do babies need pockets? I love it. So me too. I love them. And this has a onesie, a long sleeve onesie with, I think these are rhinos. Is that what it is? A rhino? Yeah, and that came with this one, but the little pockets are absolutely adorable. Because, like, what baby's putting their hands in their pockets? Bless you, baby. And I got these because there's black pants. He could wear it with this one. He could wear it with any other color. So, like, I feel like I did good for $150. And then I got some washcloths. Because we needed new washcloths. And these were like $2 for this set of 6. So I was like, why not? And of course, they're the browns and neutrals because I'm subconsciously, I don't even realize that I picked them like that until I have them. What's this? Anybody need a 50% off DoorDash first delivery? I can't never use these because they never work because I order DoorDash all the time. and then a free photo book. But yeah, that's the Kohl's haul that I got for the kid. The colors are very calming. Yes, like I don't know, like I've just started to really get into these earth tones. Triceratops. You're right. What did I say? It was a rhino. And now that I think of it, that's not what a rhino looks like. Yeah. That's a lot. My brain. But yeah, that was the little baby haul. Jackson has clothes to navigate this next season. Now he doesn't have any shoes, which I mean he's little. I'm not big on buying baby shoes. With Eli, I bought Eli a ton of shoes. Like I bought him a ton. He had crib shoes, he had name brand shoes. It was my first baby. I didn't know no better. And some people that's their style. But as for what was I talking about? But Ethan, I didn't really do shoes and stuff like that. Natural colors and army print type colors always catch my eyes. And maybe that's what it is. And I think maybe because I'm just trying to gravitate away from dinosaurs and trucks, because that's all they want to give us, and fire trucks, and that's it. And I don't like when they always want to put the boys in like neon green. Like all the stuff wants to be bright green or red. So like I wanted something more calm, and that's more of his personality anyway, thus far. So but I think I did good. I did good with the variations, and I can mix and match them, and I think that's good. I always try to spend, like, when I shop for the kids, it gets harder as they get bigger, but I always try to spend like $100 clothing wise on each one of them, 100 to 150 on each one of them, and then shoes is where it gets a little crazy because Eli's foot is so big and Ethan's foot is pretty big for his age. The boys don't have many colors prints to choose from. Yeah, like they don't like little girls. You can find like cheap, stylish, cute little stuff. Boys, not so much. Not so much, And then even I used to go to the thrift stores, but I don't have a car, obviously, so I can't really go and look around there now. But even when I was going, it's like past a certain age, like once they get out the baby stages, it's really hard to find clothes for little boys because little boys are hard on clothes, I guess, So like a lot of their stuff, like you're not sending to the thrift store or to the Once Upon a Child because they be tearing it up. Like I remember once Eli turned 4, I couldn't hand none of his stuff down. He would come home from daycare and have rips in the knees, rips at the ankles. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Sliding around on rocks? Like, what's up? Like, I didn't understand it. Maybe that was just I don't think it was just my son, because I hear this a lot. But like, yeah, after a certain age, you just can't with the boys. Like the boys be doing the most. And yeah, so but I think I did pretty good. I texted a picture to his dad because his dad kept asking, well, did his clothes come in? These clothes come in. And I told him, I said, you know what? You're not going to police the money that you give me, because I don't care if I pay a bill with it. Like, once you send it to me, it's to me. Yeah, like they be doing the most. Like, hey Sylvia. Let me send her something. Hold on, y'all. Can you hear me typing? Okay. The kids they do the most. I promise you. I be wanting to have like a camera with the kids to see what they be doing, because I mean, like, remember Eli's hair used to be long and I used to braid his hair, and I remember his hair would be fresh, clothes, uniform would be neat, and I go to pick him up and I'm like, did you guys go and do a field trip to the jungle? Because what's going on with you? What are the trips? The rips in the knee. The rips in the knees and the were the ankles. Now I understand the back if the pants are too long, they're stepping on them, but no, like the front part of his jeans at the ankle would be ripped, like shredded. I believe I was hard on clothes. Hey, Sylvia. My teenager. I think it only gets worse as they get older. Now I know, I remember I used to step on the back of my jeans, but then it would be part of the style of my pants when I was in high school. Like middle school more than high school. No, I know I know there's a distressed look, but no, I'm saying this looks like they distressed it on purpose. You look like distressed look. Um, yeah, Chrissy has to get the baby a breathing treatment, so I don't want to. I was trying to hold off, to see when she'd be ready to come in before we did the second part of the book. But yeah, the rest of the day went pretty smooth. Got Eli off the bus. Um, I don't. I'm gonna have to talk to his teacher, y'all, because every day he's been coming home talking about kids is cursing at each other, and how at lunch someone called like this girl called him a fat bee or something like that. I said, why do y'all keep calling each other fat bees? Like ain't none of y'all fat and ain't none of y'all bees. Where is y'all learning this language from? I mean, I know where they're learning it from, but like why y'all coming to school cussing each other out? And every day it's a different kid he's saying. So I'm just like, what's going on in the classroom? Like, is the teacher not hearing y'all curse each other out? Like, is this new? I noticed that as Eli got older, the knees of his jeans were coming with like this extra patch, but he still was ripping through. To this day, he had on a pair of joggers. He came in the room one day and like the whole knee was separated from the bottom portion of the jogger. And I'm like, what happened? He's like, I don't know. How do you wear clothes and not know what happened to them? Like, I promise, I found that is one of, I don't know if it's a trigger, but it is a trigger. I'm gonna say it's a trigger. When my son tells me he don't know, like I don't know is not an acceptable answer in my household. I don't know. Like, and I just said I don't know. It just rubs me the wrong way. Hey Joyce, cursing is a preteen and older like thing, like 9 and up. If they can get away with it, they will. Right. Like I know kids are going to curse because they're exploring their vocabulary. Like they're at school. I get it. No matter how you raise your child, kids are going to be kids. But it's like, excuse me, at this point, I'm like, Eli, you got to be out there cursing with them too. Because what is going on? And what are y'all talking about that y'all cursing each other out? Like, I wasn't cussing in school. Eli, why did you wake him up? Eli, he doesn't just wake up like that. That's why you're telling him to be quiet. So why did you wake him up? I know my kids doing cursing because my husband cursed. Hold on, y'all. I gotta check on these kids. That's why he's crying. Why are you on his tablet? Why is he holding his own? What's going on? What's wrong? What did you do, Eli? Ethan, I'm not. I don't know what's going on. So let it go. You off his tablet. I don't know. He's in one of his moves. I don't know. I have no idea what is happening. Sorry, y'all. I had to go get the baby. Okay. Maya only tries it, but I'm not in the house. It's funny being autistic one. Right, and that's what I worry about too.
Can I text my grandma?
But he knows not to do it around me for that age group. It is the yeah, and that's what I think so because I feel like they be just using it inappropriately. My phone rang. Hold on, y'all.
Yeah, can I text my grandma?
Who called me? No, because I still believe that you did something to wake him up. Like you either took his tablet or something that.
No, I took
that
it off his tablet and then I started folding my phone.
But that's the thing. You shouldn't have did that because sometimes that's what keeps him asleep. That's what like calms him.
But it was nowhere near him. It was on the ground. He was in the bed, like all the way at the top.
Then how did it get over on the futon then?
I turned it off and I put it there.
I don't
when
know.
he woke up, he could use it.
All right. Well, now he's in a screaming fit right now. So that, and he wasn't doing that, and he has not done that. So I know that you did something.
I did nothing.
Eli, I came in the room and you had his tablet. You probably was trying to get on the tablet and play games, and the sound of it being turned off, turned it off. He reading the room.
No, seriously.
All right, y'all. I'm sorry. Eli, enough. You are not allowed to use the cell. You are not allowed to use the cell phone, okay? And it's a no for me. It's a no for me. When I'm done with live, we can together send her a text message. You will not be taking the phone. You know why. Eli, you know why. Go and get your clothes folded up inside that basket. Matter of fact, that's what you can do. Your clothes do need to be folded up in that basket, and you need to get your clothes out for school tomorrow because I did not get them out for you. Don't you give me no attitude. Excuse me? I didn't think so. Nothing sure sounded like something, though. Don't let it happen in the future. So, what was that? Did you say you want to do push-ups? Because that's what I was hearing. Y'all, I'm sorry. I am absolutely sorry. I don't know what just happened. I mean, I know what just happened, but my kids, I'm a mom. It happens. Yeah, I don't know what was up. Ethan just, I'm knowing my children, I'm pretty sure that was orchestrated by the oldest one because he's not allowed to use his cell phone. He's not allowed to use his cell phone right now, so he's in a mood. And, he thinks his get back is to wake Ethan up and have him going, however he wants to be. But we're not playing like that. We're not playing like that, y'all. I wanted to show y'all my button, but I don't know what I did with it. So I guess I ain't going to show y'all my button. But yeah. Yeah. Definitely day in the life. Like, usually that's why I always try to have them so subtle by the time I get on here now. This is like a regular thing. But my lips are dry. I just realized. It don't be happening sometimes, and tonight's one of those nights. Surprisingly, Jackson's the one that's not giving me no issues. But it is 7. I don't want to rush her. Like, how I don't want her to feel like she's rushed. Look, I'm using this was from Jackson's circumcision. And it's in the baby bag, and I'm like, listen, my lips is dry. He's in pretty good spirit. Now my lips look like I was eating fried chicken. Wait a minute. It is doing the most right now. I'm having a moment here, guys. it's one of those days. But I'm definitely having a moment. But yeah, I don't know. I don't want to rush her, but I did want to wait till she got on. But again, I don't want to rush her, so I don't want to send out a message and be like, "Hey, do you know when you little one?" But she'll probably tell me to start without, and I understand that too. Like as a mom, like sometimes stuff comes up, and we just, we're just not there to do it. But I don't want you guys. I know it's a weekday, so I don't want you guys to be on all like that. But we can just pop up and do it. I don't know. Y'all think I should text her and ask her, or do you think I should just wait? Yes. Eli, what is it?
It's a origami koala bear.
I think you missed a few steps.
No, I didn't. That's what the paper said.
What paper? Because this is not given an origami koala bear.
It's the head. I just have to make the eyes and stuff.
So you won't give me an incomplete project?
Yeah.
Well, it don't look like no koala bear if it's incomplete. It just looks like you folded up the paper. It might have got stuck in your book or something.
You didn't.
You just told me it's not finished.
Yeah, it isn't. I need to add.
So why would you give it to me?
Because I don't know where to put it.
You don't give something to somebody unfinished. Hold on for the peanut butter and Yo, that peanut butter and jelly sandwich took me so long to eat. And like that peanut butter tore my stomach up. Don't apologize. I know, and it's so hard. It's so hard. I gotta stop doing it. She wants to participate. You can just check with a text. She does, and that's why I'm like, I want to give this space for that. We're probably all mom. I think everybody here is a mom. And you guys definitely, I know that you guys definitely understand. How are you feeling, Alicia? Like, I know I watched your one vlog, and like you had me really concerned because I can relate, like not to everything obviously, but just getting in that frame of mind, and like just everything in life just kind of hitting you all at one time and just being like, why? I hope you're doing better. You definitely were on my mind. I told everyone to keep you lifted and everything in prayer, because I know everybody don't believe everything, but you slobbered all over my leg just now. And you smiling, you little chunky chunk. But yeah, it's just heavy, y'all. I gotta really stop that. Like, I wonder, how do I stop apologizing so much? Like, do I just stop? Like, should I just like stop cold turkey? I'm just sending her a message. I told her, I'm not rushing you at all, just checking in. I don't want to start and you weren't there because I know you wanted to do this. If you can't make it tonight, that's fine as well. Definitely understand. Hold on. I'll be on the phone yelling at the kids. Alicia ain't yelling. Girl, and then this is a new, listen, I'm not saying that I haven't ever yelled at the kids, but you know what? This happened today at the doctor, right? I don't know if this was this girl's grandma. I don't know if this was this girl's mom. I don't know if this was her foster mom. I don't know. I could not see the connection. I don't know. And my heart felt so heavy for this little girl. She looked about maybe my son's age, maybe 10 at the most, 11, not even 11, like maybe like 10, anywhere from 8 to 10. And you could tell that she had anxiety. And you could tell because she was like, she came up by herself. And then about 10, 15 minutes later, this older woman comes up, and the little girl's sitting on the chair. And the girl went up to the counter and said something, and the little girl sat down. They said something to her. I guess she couldn't check in without her adult. And so then the adult comes, and the little girl had been sitting in the same section where me and the kids were. And this person, again, I don't know if it was the mom, grandma, foster care mom, I don't know what she was to her. She's just yelling at her like, I sent you up here to check in so we wouldn't be late. What was the purpose of you coming up here? And just like, and the little girl, you could see her like reeling from how this woman was talking to her. And y'all, I had to like, I almost said something, right? But then I was like, wait, Ashley, pause, because we don't know what's happening here. But I was looking at the little girl's reaction, and then this lady immediately goes and gets on her phone. It's just like, and the girl's sitting there. She had like a bunch of different bracelets on, and she's just like popping them. I know what anxiety looks like. I know what mental recoiling from, being talked to, like, a certain way. You could just see her, and she would look over at me, and I just smiled, and then like I was like playing with the baby, and so I would talk louder, and whenever I would talk or say something about the baby, she would just look, and like I smiled, and I was like, I wanted to compliment her, but when I went to turn around, Ethan took off running, so I was like, I had to go chase him because God knows where he was going. But like it just broke my heart because I was just like, man, like watching an adult like based on a kid like that made me like, I hope that I'm not doing that to my child. Because something I've been talking to God about and really been praying and really working on myself about and trying to read books about is how to self-regulate. Because a lot of times, hold on. I'll tell you something. Yeah, I've been like, I'm just like, I hope that that's not how, it is. And so, cause I be snapping sometimes. And like, when I've read these books, it's really about us not being able to be, able to regulate ourselves. And when we yell, and I'm like, it is true because whenever I snap out, it's because I'm not doing well self-regulating. I'm not, and that's the thing too, that I just be like, I was telling, I'll go all day, and even with Ethan, I have patience and I don't snap out. Like I've learned to like just chill for the most part. Sometimes it does get to me, but then like I don't know if it's by the time Eli comes home, I'm drained from constantly working with Ethan and the baby. I don't know if it's just that exhaustion that like when he does something, when I'm like, dude, like, or if it's because he's older and he should know. Like, I don't know, y'all, but like that's something I really got to work on because I don't want him feeling as if I don't want him feeling like I'm just, basing on him all the time. I'm okay today. I'm glad. I am glad for that. And I just want to start off with a clear mind. Very good. And I'm glad. I'm really glad that that's it. I don't think Christine is gonna make it on tonight. She said the baby is not feeling well. Sorry, y'all. I just told her to take care, baby boy is most important. All right, y'all. So with that, we are going to get started. I told her if she can pop in, go ahead and pop in. If not, it's no biggie. We're around. What are you talking about? But yeah, I don't know. Like, so I'm a work in progress, y'all. Hey to everyone tuned in, even those that aren't in the chat. Tonight we had talked about earlier about doing exercise 2. I feel like a wait a minute, because I feel like a instructor or like a that felt so formal and it just like took me aback. But we're working through the shadow work journal. If anyone has seen this on TikTok, I know I can't go down my feed without someone saying all of this hoopla. So I was like, $8, why not? You know, I'm all about self-development. And it's not demonic. They call the shadow your inner child. So, or not even your inner child. It's just they call the shadow like your subconscious things that have set in. Can y'all hear him? He is loud. He said he want to be on the camera, and he's laughing. Can y'all see him? Don't get camera shy. You over here talking up a storm. Okay, Chrissy said, yes, I'm coming. I just want to make sure he's smooth. Oh, tell everybody I said hey. Chrissy said, hey, y'all. Yeah, she said she just wants to get him right. Okay. Here, Jax is a mess. Jenny, it's fun, Jenny. So you was just on my mind, and then you popped up in the chat. I was like, okay. Jackson, can I talk? Can I talk? Is you laughing? Is it funny? He's sleepy. Okay, y'all. But now I feel bad like we should wait or whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna just do a little talking for those that weren't on earlier. Wait, was everybody on earlier? Does everybody know what's going on? Is everybody like that's going to participate in the exercise? Because before I start bumping my gums, I just want to make sure. You know what I can do? I can recap earlier, and I hate like just going back and forth over the same stuff. But basically, I got this, and we've been working out. I was talking about how it was helping me, and we did one of the exercises together earlier, and so now we're gonna do the second one. And real quick, I'm going to come and I'm going to post the prompts, I guess the prompts from earlier. So if you want to do it really quickly, so that you're caught up, that's fine. If not, it's just there for a recap. And then we're going to get into the next one, and maybe Chrissy will pop in. Also, if any of you guys, once we do it, want to share what you've written, and talk about it, the floor is open and the space is there. I can send you the link and you can pop in and we can have a whole chit chat. So the first one was, basically wherever is a blank spot, you're supposed to write the first word that comes to mind. Like you're not supposed to think deep in it, or if one or two immediately, like for me, 2 words jumped out. Write it. Like you're not supposed to think about it, because if you think about it, you're trying to not do the work. So just first thing that comes to mind. Can I live, Jackson? Can I breathe? Can I talk? The first one was, I always feel like I'm the blank one. I always feel like I'm the blank one. The second was, blank is how I managed to escape. This reminds me of Mad Libs. Did y'all ever play that? Blank is how I managed to escape. Blank brings me peace. I am so tired of blank and blank, but excited about blank and blank. I want to try to blank so that I can finally blank. I want to try to blink so that I can finally blink. For some reason, I always end up blank. Are you translating? I deserve blank and blank. And that's the last one. And that is just the recap of the prompts from earlier. And I am going to delete those off so that I have space. So hopefully you guys caught those. If not, you can definitely go back to the replay of the other video and do that. So we're going to do the second one, y'all. And then we can discuss. And if you guys want to, if you're just doing the first one or you didn't have a chance to discuss yours earlier and you want to and you want to pop in, even if you just want to be in the comments, that's fine. Or if you want to come up on camera, that's fine too. I can send you the link and we can get into it. Yeah. So part 2, guys. Learn your writing. Part 2 is kind of shorter, but very powerful. So I'm going to type it out and I'm going to put it up on the screen. And then we can do it that way. So. And I'm going to read it. So. The first one is, as a child, I was told not to blank. As a child, I was told not to blank. This made me very blank. And if I'm going too fast, let me know, child. Let me know. Okay, where should I, what, are you Instagram, Messenger, email? I have to know where to send it because I was going to post it in the comments, but since I'm not, I realized that I can, if I'm streaming straight through YouTube, I can do like kind of private subscriber thing, but through here, I don't know. I haven't learned how to do that. So I have to be able to send you the link somewhere. So like, if you want to, are you on Instagram or Messenger? Are we following each other? Or I can go to, I'm trying to see. Talk back. Oh, baby boy, yes. Let me finish writing the prompts out and then we're gonna figure this out. So this made me very blank. Okay. Let me do the next one. Oh, I'm typing wrong. I feel like things would be different if blank. I feel like things would be different if blank. I wish I could tell my child self blank. I wish I could tell my child self blank. I am so grateful for blank, but wish my guardians would have blank. And that's the last one. Let me know if y'all need me to go back over them. Yeah, you on Facebook? Is it Joyce Rowe? Because I can just PM it to you there. Let me know if y'all missed any of the prompts and I can go back over them so you can send them. So. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to post. I answered in the comments on the playback from the... Nice. Okay. I am... Not you laughing while coughing, baby. Oh, what did I do to my screen, child? I'm going to head over to my Facebook. I was going to say I could post it on like the Peculiar Royalty TV page and y'all can click in from there. But I don't know how that'll work. See, we got to figure this out a little bit better. You know, but trial and error. Trial and error. I mean, unless I can dump the link here and then, because I feel like if I try to do it any other way, it's going to be crazy. And then even then, I don't know how that will work out. Y'all, I'm feeling stuck. Are we friends on Facebook? All right, so y'all got your answers, right? Y'all got your answers? It's 100. Oh my gosh, you're the one that sent me the Cash App. Girl, thank you. God bless you. Oh my gosh. Okay. I got so hyped just now. I'm like, I know that name. If I can spell, child, if I can. Roding. I think I'm spelling your name wrong. Okay. I'm gonna send you a quick message and see if this is you. Or is that weird? Because what if it's not you and they're gonna be like, who is this? What does your can you give me a description of your like what your picture looks like so I know that it's you? Because I don't want to just be sending random people messages because that would be strange. We gotta come up with a better system, y'all, because this is a bit over talk adults. Hold on 1 second. Let me take this off of the screen. Like, comment, subscribe, share this live. Jackson just put himself to sleep, I think. Okay, so are you there with a man in the photo? Is that your page? I don't want to send this and this isn't you. I feel bad. I don't even... Should I just send it, y'all? Like, I don't know. I don't know if maybe she went out to come back to check, and I don't want to be like... I don't know which one to do it because I am streaming through my page on... I can post it there. Y'all think I should do it? Post it there? Because I don't see that picture when I look up that name. Your name, I don't. I feel like this is who I'm talking about. I feel like I have the right page, but I'm not sure. I'm just going to send it and we'll see what happens. I believe that this is the person. I'm like talking. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? Hold on, y'all. We're going to figure this out. Why are all these chats popping up? Let me just. He's asleep, having a whole moment. Well, this one says that you're unavailable on Messenger. I sent the link, but it's saying you're unavailable on Messenger. So I don't know if I'm doing it wrong or what. So I'm gonna just post it here, y'all, and then we can go back and delete it. Because at the end of the day, if here's the link. At the end of the day, you can't get in unless they let you in, so you can be at the door of the club, but you can't get in, unless you got a ticket. So if you want to come and share your stuff, and I don't know, I just don't want to, draw it out. But let's go back over these real quick, and then I'll share mine, and then we can go from there. So as a child, I was told not to blank. This made me very blank. I feel like things would be different if blank. I wish I could tell my child self blank. I am so grateful for blank, but wish my guardians would have blanked. Now, keep in mind, y'all, whatever emotions, thoughts, memories popped up when you read this back to yourself is all a part of it. So I'm going to share mine. I said, as a child, I was told not to speak up. So speak aloud, speak up. This made me very quiet and shamed. I feel like things would be different if I told my side of the story. I wish I could tell my child self, you're okay. I am so grateful for me, but wish my guardians would have loved me more. Now, this is where the Band-Aid came off of something that I didn't even know was even activated, y'all. Because let me give some background. This was definitely living in my subconscious because growing up, like I said, I told you guys before, I came from a family that was like, you don't tell your business. You don't, stuff happens. You just take it. You just keep on living. You just keep on pushing. You don't, share, speak up, and do anything. Girl, this was my trauma. And then it did. I had the realization that all my life, people were like, oh, Ashley's so quiet until you make her mad. Ashley's so quiet until you make her mad. To the point, even when I went to summer camp, my nickname by the RAs was Quiet Storm because I didn't talk to people. I just looked and I watched until you pissed me off or I got upset or I was really sad or something. And then I snapped out. So my nickname was Quiet Storm. And that's why when that came out, Quiet and Shamed, I was like, oh my gosh, like these memories are coming back in these moments. So you come into, present day, I think about in my relationships and how I'll just accept whatever. I'll accept whatever treatment I get. I'll accept it. I won't say anything until I snap out. And then I'm undesirable then because now like I'm being this person, but they're not understanding that I stayed quiet because I'm not supposed to. Like this has been learned from a child, like not to speak up. Girl, y'all, I was in here like, what? And then I feel like things would be different if I told my side of the story. That's definitely dealing with being molested. Absolutely. By, my family member. Like it absolutely is that. And it just went on from there. Like, and I was in here in tears last night, y'all, like just realizing how all of this stuff is connected. Like that's what brought me to tears. I was already in a very like mindful, self-aware state, but from when that came, I was like, whew, that makes so much sense why I am how I am. Um, and I'm just like, okay, every experience I've been through, but I wish my adults would have actually talked with me and not at me. Absolutely. Absolutely. I can relate to that. And that's why I said I wish my guardians would have loved me more. And that's not to say that my parents didn't love me, but I found this out in therapy when we started dealing with the whole issue of molestation and what happened. And even in my 20s, when I was date raped, like I didn't tell anybody because you learn to be quiet. You learn that this is no one's going to care. Like nobody cares what you have to say. You just deal with it. And so it's just like I was just stacking traumas on traumas and traumas. So no wonder I had a breakdown in 2019. I wish I had spoke my truth and got help sooner. Whew, I felt that gave me chills. I felt that. I felt that. Ooh, somebody's coming in. Boom, 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 boom. I definitely felt that. It says device is not connected. You'll need to connect your mic and cam before you can add them to the stream. Mic and or cam. So either you can come on with voice, I think, or you can come on with camera and voice. So, but something has to be activated or it won't let me add you into the stream if you can hear me. But yeah, okay, but there's reflection questions, y'all. And it says, what memories did I extract from this exercise? For me, it was being molested and raped, the quiet storm from summer camp, my last relationship, how I just didn't say anything, I just took whatever. Protection and not feeling safe. My feelings of not feeling safe came from when I was a child and feeling as if even though my parents didn't know what was happening, I grew up angry at them because I felt that they should have protected me, that they should have known. Um and so I grew up with this like kind of resentment against them. And this is why I didn't have a relationship with my dad until I was 26. And I got pregnant and decided that I wanted my kids to know their grandparents. And also part of the reason why me and my mother struggled with our relationship, because I felt like as your daughter, you should have known. And even that day when they, I'm not sure what happened. She popped out. Even that day when I came home and they all had the whole intervention thing set up, I felt like you should have had my back as my mom. Like you should have like whenever first of all, you should never have me come to like this round table of people to discuss what I wrote in my diary. Like you should have came to me offline, I feel like. But as an adult now that has went through therapy and has worked through a lot of these issues, I realize that that's like putting an expectation on a person that has their own trauma that they haven't dealt with. So how can she help me when she didn't even know how to help herself to this day? You know what I mean? Like she doesn't speak about the things that she's been through. Like my mom sometimes, like when something is very heavy or like when we talk about like um the addiction and things like that, like literally to the point my mom's physical, like her voice will lower like this. And she'll be like, well, you know, when I went into rehab. Like we can all be talking like this. And then she'll be like, you know, that was how I went to rehab. And yeah, and then, you know, and just keep going. Like, so I know that it's still a level of shame or like whatever that she's experiencing. And that's where I say that when you become more self-aware and you work on your stuff, like you start to see other people in their in how much that they haven't healed, and it allows you not to become so upset or so angry with them because you're just like they dealing with a whole bunch, so of course they're gonna act like this. I didn't mean to take over the floor, but I just wanted to share that with you. That's what some of the stuff that was coming up for me. So it was what memories did I extract from this exercise, and then the second one is how can I reframe these memories so that they don't continue to hurt and hinder me in the future? I wrote, I'm not young anymore. And remember that I'm not that little girl anymore. And I can't change how people are. And I'm only responsible for my reaction and I need to release feelings and emotions that are heavy before they build up and I just explode. So I don't know if that was health or not, but that's what it did. I don't know what happened to Joyce, Andrea. I don't know if everything's okay. Do I need to resend the link? I am going to post the link again just in case anyone wants to come up and talk about it. Again, I think you have the option to just come on with voice, or you have the option to do camera and voice. I'm not sure. But I see some of you guys are sharing in the comments as well. But yeah, that was really heavy. This is the way we connect. Yeah. Like, and it's so many people don't talk about this stuff. We just hold these hurts and these pains and these traumas. And as mothers, if we don't deal with it, it gets passed down to our children. You know what I mean? And like, without even meaning to. And then it says, how can I regularly serve myself with compassionate consolation as I would give to my child, child's self? And I wrote, go where I am loved and feel safe and protected. To not go into spaces that are harmful to me, and that one, man, I'm telling you, that one last night, like, had me like rolling. Because it just, when you really reflect, like, how many times do we really sit and reflect on our life and like these deep rooted things, like trying to understand how we are, like we don't, you know what I mean? I hope I didn't miss anybody. I'm just scrolling up to see if I've missed anyone. I see that people are tuned in. And you know what's cool about StreamYard? You can see the people from Facebook. 'Cause I stream out to our just to, not my personal page, but to the channel's page, and into YouTube. So, I don't know. See when you come through. But yeah, like, it was just very, very eye-opening for me. I just want to give everyone a chance to digest that. I don't know if she's having technical difficulties to come in, but that would have been lovely. I really hope someone pops in. I think, the space is there, but I do understand that this is a lot to take in. It is, if you've never done any type of inner reflection type work, it can bring about unpleasant feelings. And I feel like if anyone is kind of going through that, remember to ground yourself and decompress, because it can be heavy, or excuse me. It was Jackson said enough is enough, and he went to sleep. I joined my daughter E's job, and I haven't talked to her about it. Totally understandable. That's why the same certain points, I'm just kind of like, I'm giving an ear to see if, Eli's listening in. And even with him, he be trying to go on, he don't have his phone, but he be trying to go on my YouTube channel and look at it. But I know he gets bored after a while, so. Why we connect? Because I'm very quiet until enough is enough. My buttons keep getting pushed. Right. And that's the thing. I had to realize, why am I like that? That goes back to when we were talking about the different types of the wound mapping and the different types of wounds, like the abandonment, guilt, trust, and neglect. And one of them was about anger. Wait, which is it? Represses emotions or something like that. And I'm just like, ooh, that's me. And that comes from that's the neglect wound. When we repress it and then when it explode, that's the neglect wound, because somewhere in our childhood we experienced that. Yeah, absolutely. I'm telling you, the RAs literally nicknamed me Quiet Storm, which made me even more mad. Like, I was pissed off that day when we sat there, because they would sit all of the campers in essence in a big circle. And the RAs, after working with you for a week, they would give you your nickname. So everyone at camp had a nickname, and you would get a shirt with your nickname, and they present it. And what? Yes, absolutely. But yeah, they would sit us all in a circle. And when they got to me and they come out with this t-shirt and it's like Quiet Storm and then gives this background, and I just smiled like it was fun. Like everyone was like, yeah, 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 just agreeing. Like everybody's just agreeing. And I'm like, I'm like in high school. So I'm just like, yeah. But it hurt. Like it really hurt my feelings because I'm just like, why would you name me that? Which made me even more pissed off. But I was holding it in. And so I think I finally exploded a couple of times. I snapped out a couple of times on a couple of people because I was just like, y'all just being stupid. But that was really the first time where I really was like, that was called out in me. And then growing up, I kept hearing it. I kept hearing it in my adulthood. And they're just like, you just get mad and you snap out and then you just go. Because I used to get disrespectful. Like before I found Jesus, Lord. Because it was just like, my anger comes from hurt. Like 9 times out of 10, my anger is coming from hurt. Like somewhere you hurt me. And I didn't took it and took it and took it to now I'm just like, I'm frustrated. I'm hurt. I'm sad. I'm just, and I explode. So that's where it came from. So I don't know what's going on. Yeah, so definitely was a lot like that. I don't know. Is Tish still on here? It's like I can see people tuned in, but I can't see I know she was doing the exercise with us. I mean, there's people in here. It's just real quiet. Like, and I feel weird just like talking. Like, at least for this. I mean, if we want to come up off of this, because that might have been heavy for some people, but yeah, like that was part 2. And so there's this much left. Oh, okay. Because usually you be in the comments, and I was just like, I don't know what happened. Hey, my love. Would you like some water? Would you like some water? What you looking for? I don't have any snacks. You done screaming? I know that makes you thirsty sometimes. No. We're not going to do that. My ice melted. What's wrong? What's wrong? Here, you want to see your new pants? Here. You know what, y'all? Those might not be too long because he's holding them up and they look like they fit. Go show your brother. I mean, this is, you can take the, here. He just wanted the tag off of them. Okay, let's do. Okay. I don't visit them. Hey, girl. I don't call them. I got a phone call in the middle of the questions. Okay. I have to watch the replay. I mean, I could put them back up because they do just go across, but I just shared mine, and then why you came here? You scared me. How you running here? And then Joyce, she was supposed to pop in live, and she came up, but then it didn't work or something, and so yes, he will. But in the mornings when we go out to the bus, he be always acting like he's freezing, and he tries to like get under my little wrap around my leg and stuff. So maybe that'll be good.
Hi.
The only time anybody from my cemetery comes over is if the older daughter calls, but I'm not. Okay. I mean, that it happens. It happens. Families are very different, the dynamics. Jackson is asleep. There's no reason for you to come in here because you're trying to start, and it's bye. Definitely coming in here passing gas is not the move. That was not cool. That was not cool. Listen, girl, I don't want no kind of baby fever over here. Ashley is done. Look, Jackson said enough is enough, y'all. He said I didn't gave y'all my talk, and then he didn't talk himself to sleep. He talked himself right to sleep. But no, we let me run back through I don't know where you left off at, but I'm just gonna put them back up on there for anybody that popped in. We were going over the shadow work journal, this thing that's been all over TikTok, and I just and today's prompt on today's episode of the shadow work journal was, as a child I was told not to blank. This made me very blank. I feel like things would be different if what, Eli? I wish I could tell my child self blank. I am so grateful for blank, but wish my guardians would have blank. And that was it. It was very short. I don't know how many you caught. I wish I could post them all at the same time, would be better, but you can't. You can only do one at a time, unfortunately. So that's those. But I'm gonna have to order a journal. Yeah, it's only $8. I mean, so it was one of those, like, it can't hurt. I'm here. I'm also okay. Film that content, girl. I'm all about that. I feel very neglected on most days. Wow. Do you think that comes from, like, are you alone a lot? Like, do you spend a lot of time alone? I feel like things would be different if people knew the truth. Do you know how many times I have pondered that in my life? Like, I feel like, would people treat me differently, or would people treat other people that have caused the harm differently if they knew the truth? And that's the thing I want to say too with mine, how I said that like I feel like things would be different if I told my side of the story, and how, because I was a child and I was always told that to be quiet and to not speak up. Like, is that why in my adult life, like, I advocate really hard for myself? Is that why in my adult life, like, I am Mrs. Receipts? I am Mrs. Like, you're not going to do me dirty because I'm X, Y, and Z. Is that why I'm like that now? Because when I was younger, I was told to be quiet, and look what happened. Look what happened. So in a sense, I kind of rebelled. And as I got older and I found, my voice, I'm like, no, I'm not going to be quiet. I'm going to tell my side of the story. And is that why when things happen to me that hurt me, because I never could tell my side of the story then, because I couldn't tell what happened to me, is that why now I'm very like, y'all, you hurt me and I'm going to speak about it, because what the heck? I wish I could tell my child self that you'll be okay one day. That was kind of like what I said with mine. Yep, that you're okay. I feel like that's something that a lot of people might have said that for theirs. You know what I mean? Like, because looking back, it's like we really wish we could tell our younger self, like, ain't none of this gonna matter. You gonna be fine. Very underappreciated. Have you ever vocalized these? Like, have you ever spoke to the people that make you feel that way about how you're feeling? Not like villainizing them, but just like, hey, pull them aside and just been like, hey, like, I've been feeling like this. Have you ever tried to talk to them about it? because that's my younger me, and sometimes my husband and his family. I'm not sure about coming in on camera. That's fine. You don't have to. Like I don't want anyone to feel pressured. I'm just saying the option is there if anyone wanted to come up and share. Bless you, baby. Share what they put and what they got from it. But the reflection questions, if anybody missed it, were what memories did I extract from this exercise? And the second one was how can I reframe these memories so that they don't continue to hurt and hinder me in the future? So what are some of y'all thoughts on that one? Like with the stuff that you wrote down, or the memories that did come to mind when you reread what you said in the prompt, how can you reframe these memories so that they don't hurt you or hinder you or keep you stuck in that mindset going forward? Like, what ways do you think? Like I said, like I have, like me is remembering I'm not that little girl anymore. I'm not that person that went through this. I'm not that person. Like, in recognizing that I cannot change people, but I can only change me and how I react to situations. So therefore, I don't have to be like that. I can speak my truth. I can speak about things that hurt me instead of holding it in. Like, that's what I put. And then the final was like, how can I regularly serve myself with compassionate consolation as I would give to my child self? Ethan, what's wrong, Baba? Did the battery die? Papa, I think the battery died or it overheated. I'm not sure which one it is. But why is it so hot? Eli, where did he have this? The tablet, because it's like super hot. It's really hot, and I think it overheated and turned itself off because it's really hot. You have to turn cartoons on for him. No, the battery's dead. You got that game on here?
Speech Clubs? I used to.
What happened to it?
Something happened when you turned on that thing. It just
Speech Bubs did not have an age on it.
It disappeared on my phone. It did.
No, go turn his cartoon on.
I don't even have that.
Yeah, Jackson is knocked out. He is knocked out. I don't know what happened, y'all, but yeah, but that was that prompt from tonight. Dang, I forgot. I'm getting all these emails right now. But yeah, yeah. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened with Joyce. She did pop in, but it didn't come through. I don't have to be so strong or put on airs for everyone. I can relate to that. I definitely can relate to that. That goes back to, I don't know if you caught the replay from earlier or if you were on when I was saying about when I was reading. Why do I keep me on him? It's Tabitha Brown. Her book. Is her name Brown? I was reading her book and how the one paragraph had stood out, and it said about, because we know how to show up and look good, we know how to play the part and present ourselves in a way that hides the journey. And of course, people buy into the look. They believe what they see, and it's easy to convince them that we're all right, that we're good when we're not. That's when the saying becomes less of an affirmation of our healing and more of a way to hide our pain. And it says to be mindful that just because someone looks amazing doesn't mean they haven't been through something. So that just reminded me of that when you said that. That's a hard one for me. I also can't ask for help. I struggle with asking for help, but remember that falls under when the neglect wound, like that from from our younger years. And me, like, I don't ask people for help. I don't want to be judged. I don't want to be looked at as less than. It also goes to me being told that I wasn't allowed to speak or speak up or say anything. That it's one of those like you're a child, stay in a child's place type thing. And so to grow up with that mentality, so it's just like I'm not going to ask for help because one, I'm not allowed to. I don't give myself permission to because I've learned to not do that. I'll pop on. Yay, come on. Y'all be having me up here feeling all lonely. It's like, nah, y'all don't make me feel lonely. I do appreciate you guys in the chat. I just feel like it would be more, I don't know. We all in this together. But yeah, I did post the link if anybody wanted to come in. And again, I think that you are allowed to, you can come in with just voice, or you can come in with just or you can come in with camera and voice. So I think you're able to just do audio, or you're able to do audio and video. I think you just have to have one or the other. And again, I don't know having a choice. She was here and then it was like something device not connected and then she disappeared. I grew up with help signifying. Yes. And also, you know what I noticed too? It isn't always like what we were told or taught. It's also what we saw. Because when I look back and I think about things, I'm like, I saw my mom doing XYZ and working like this and not asking for help. And even if she was, I never saw that. I saw her physically working 2 jobs to make ends meet and not talking to anybody, asking anybody for anything. Hey, girl. Oh, look at the baby.
Oh, I think it is a lag because I'm watching on my TV and I don't hear what you're saying.
Is it a lag? See, that's why I'm telling you, I'll be reading the comments and I'll be like, wait, I said that.
Oh, let me turn my TV down.
Jackson said I was talking too loud. He popped up. See, that's why I'm telling you, I'll be reading the comments. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'd love to join. My house is nuts at the moment. No worries.
Yeah, my airplane in the room now. My husband took the other baby to the store, so I'm like,
oh, you know, I live with my cousin's mom in the official. Wow, I didn't know everybody. I knew that you live with other family members, but I didn't know that the whole dynamic. So, can you see the comments as they come in?
No, I can't see them. I can see them on the screen.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so only I can see the comments on this end.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I was driving home and I no problem. I thought I was like, I don't know if something happened. Huh?
Oh no! If I push chat, it took the screen off.
Oh, that's weird. I don't know. I gotta figure that out because so only I can see the chat right now.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if there's something I can press to. No, it's nothing I can do. I don't know. No worries. If you still wanted to come on, you can. Again, multiple people can. We just playing around with this. That second one is hard. What, the second question or the second sentence? I'm confused. Look at baby.
Say hi.
Hi, baby. No, I think he looks more like you. I think he look and you know your other son is Amberly's baby. That's her baby.
I think he's starting to look like Sean old baby pictures.
Yes. I found. I'm sorry, Jackson. He said I was talking too loud. I found. I think it was your Christmas photo. One of you had sent me, and I was like, "Well, this look like the new baby."
They look so all alike. My friend be like, "You had the same baby 3 times."
Yeah, all mine look different. Don't none of them look like me. I'm mad. Not one of them popped out looking like me.
They always look Chinese when they born.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
and Eli still has those eyes.
They're like, "Are you sure that's the daddy?"
I do want to make an effort the next time you do this. I mean, yeah, look, this was just spur of the moment. Like, this just happened, you know what I mean? And I just want, y'all always come on. So I was like, this would be fun to do. Let's try not to step on any toes at any given time. I mean, it's good to not step on toes, but I mean, still, you got to speak up for yourself. You know what I mean? And you got to still, your feelings matter. like I'm sure anybody that can attest to that. I'm not married, so I don't know, but y'all that are married, y'all know like it ain't all supposed to be on you.
Right. Or the
Yeah,
in-laws.
so
My
yeah.
family don't really like me, and I don't care.
See, I've always been like that when it comes to whoever I'm with their family. Like I'm not like I feel like it's nice, but I'm not with you. So that's how I be feeling. You're so cute, little baby. Are you adjusting to mom life with
With 3
three?
kids, yes,
Ain't
girl.
it, ain't it crazy? Like
And
it's
I don't
like
even know. Like we talk about if we done or not all the time. Like, do we want to? Because we wanted another girl, so we always like,
yeah.
do we want to try again for another girl?
Uh,
After every child, my husband like, I'm done. But I'm like, you're not getting the vasectomy, so you ain't done.
I say this all the. What in the world? They in there?
You put yourself to sleep.
Hey, hey, hey. But this
Hey, I
Oh,
thought
that's
I'd say a
somebody
quick
y'all.
hi.
Oh yeah, you coming without the kid? Look, I was
Yeah,
like,
you can come in with. I didn't know that. I thought that you had to come in full, but
because
when
when you go, I guess when you're in the back room waiting for you to accept it, it asks you, do you want to like video, audio?
Yeah, yeah, it
oh,
gives you
okay, because I was
the
wondering,
option.
I get an alert, like it'll tell me if you don't have anything, and it's like something has to be turned on. So it wouldn't let me do that with when Joyce was trying to get in. But that's cool.
It is because they don't get on top.
I just tried.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like it. It's like it's more. Jackson is so nosy.
Now
Whenever
I
he,
was able to see
Mhm.
what's her name? Aisha just said.
Yeah.
It flashed on my screen.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, because I don't have it up. I don't
Yeah,
have the
I didn't
chat up.
know if like I on mine there's like a long list of like when the comments come through, but it shows me, and maybe it's because I'm in both places. Like my feed is going out to both places. I don't know because I'm still not sure how to use all the stuff in here. I just be clicking
Well,
around and
I
press.
appreciate your courageous attempt to do it live. Your first attempt is going pretty
Yeah,
good though, not too bad, eh?
yeah. Like I think it's going pretty well. We're learning. Um, yeah, and like who would have thought that this would have brought us all together? Like I think all of it, like again, it's building community.
Trauma, bringing everyone together. Yeah.
Motherhood, right?
It is, but you know what? Like it's something that like I feel like I've always wanted this offline, and I never had that. You know what I mean? And it's just
Yeah.
like we were saying earlier, it's like there's certain people you can talk about certain things with. Like, like you have friends, but like I'm not talking to you about this because I know that you're gonna
Tell my
judge me or
business.
you're gonna tell somebody else, and you know what I mean? Like, so you just be like, I don't want to talk about it. But it's just like when you actually are in a group of people that have come together, because of that. And I know it's trauma, but it's like you're able to you don't feel so alone with it, and it feels like more of a safer space to discuss these things. Because it's like, hey, I went through that too, and this is what helped me. Or hey, I haven't really dealt with it, but like hearing you talk about it is helping me. Or you know what I mean? Like I just feel like
Yes,
it's a
absolutely. And I think having the space to do it
yay, you
is
made it.
very healing.
It's a party.
Right. Wait, but this is on brand for how the lives go though. Like everybody comes in, like it'd be like the later in the hour, it's like boom. Everybody starts
Right. And I know it's
yeah,
8 o'clock,
it's
so
here.
I'm assuming you gotta get off soon, yeah?
Um, I mean the kids are stable. I still can be on for a little bit more. Like I'm not, they're relaxing. Everyone's fed, bathed. Jackson's knocked out.
Okay.
So that'd be like the
Because
main
we
thing.
don't want to mess up their regimen.
Yeah, Jackson starts acting like, but he had shots today, so he's like, he's gonna be down for a little bit. But yeah, I feel like you already know I go through so hard self-thought questions. Yeah, and that's understandable. I don't want anyone, again, I don't want anyone to feel obligated to do it. I was just sharing because we had a time doing it earlier. and it's just good to good to talk about. But if it's too much, please don't don't do that to yourself.
What was the second question? Look, I don't forgot already.
Oh, I'm saying, are you talking about the reflection question, or the second question was just how can I reframe these memories so that they don't continue to hurt and hinder me in the future? Or do you mean like the second one was like this made me very blank? So that's not really the question. I'm confused. I missed something.
You mean the second topic? Like, 'cause the first one was the one this morning, and this is the second one, right?
Oh, is that what you mean?
Because the first one was more like lighthearted, and this one is more like.
But I told you, this was the one that last night I was in here like, I need to go to bed because I'm in here like thinking too much. I was like, this is making me cry because I don't want to think of like it's all happening. What would I tell myself as a child or something like that?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
If you've been through trauma, like what would you tell your childhood self?
I wish I could tell my child self.
It's gonna be okay. You're gonna heal. You're gonna move on.
Right. If only
it's gonna be better.
You know what? I think because of what I've gone through, like when my son comes to me about stuff, like I don't always be trying to tell him, or like when stuff is like hard, I'll be like, baby, this isn't even gonna matter when you become an adult. And it's like, we hear that. And I remember people saying this sometimes, but I'm like, no, really, listen to me. This is not going to matter at all. These people you probably won't even talk to, like when the whole bullying situation, I'm like, that little boy probably has some things he's going through because he was like, Mom, he's starting to be nice to me now. He's starting to be, and I said, maybe he needed a friend. And, kids
didn't know how to express it.
Right. And that's why I tell them, I'm like, be kind. Still be kind to people.
Sometimes it's easier to be mean than to be nice.
Right. And that's why I say, like, how I feel like I grew up more, my parents were more like, fight. Everything was fight.
Like, I think that's just a black family thing.
It was just like everything was fight. Like, and me, I'm more like, let's talk. Let me see where your head's at, and sometimes I feel like, is that the right thing to do? You know what I mean? Like, well, I know it is, but I'm like, am I supposed to be trying to create a balance between like,
right?
You know what I mean?
I totally get that, especially when you have boys.
Yeah.
We know that boys are going to turn into men, and men do not express their feelings and emotions the same way that women do. You don't want your son to emote all the time. That was an issue with me. I don't want my son to be like always in his feelings about everything, but I do want him to be able to understand when he is feeling a certain way and to be able to assert himself in that way.
So
to at least let it be known.
So how, I guess me, I'm stuck on a lot of this stuff with the how do I do that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think with girls as well. Now I don't have daughters, so I don't know, but like I'm a woman. I was a daughter at a point in time. So like I remember growing up and my mom never had conversations. Like I never taught life lessons. I just grew up. I watched TV. I read books. That's why I was like, I find the most peace through reading because that's where I got all of my information.
With my daughter now. It's okay, Stinky.
Yeah. So like, how do you? It's like almost like.
So the only thing I can say about that is you can't do it. You can't do it because no matter what you try to do, it's still going to be through a woman's perspective, if that makes sense.
Right.
So as much as you want to try to help him fix it, the best perspective he can have is some sort of male role model when it comes to that. And I know that for me, I struggle with that as well. My son, it's so funny. I tell you that, okay, wait, I think I'm alone now. It's so funny. I tell you that Eli and my son Demetrius, I think they would have been best friends. Now Demetrius is 2 years older. So
Okay.
sometimes the things that you tell me he's going through, that Eli's going through, is like, yeah, yeah, Demetrius
He's
did that
already done.
same
Yeah.
exact thing. He's just as sensitive, and he also got bullied. Uh, what I was learning as it was going along
Hmm.
was the children that he was considering bullying him they were all boys, and they were boys who grew up with other brothers.
Okay.
Sometimes they were either the older brother or sometimes they were the younger brother.
Right.
So what he was taking as bullying was honestly just how boys are. Just how
Okay.
men are. They call each other names
Right.
and they're rough with each other.
Right.
He didn't grow up with that. He grew up with a lot of mostly feminine energy with a lot of women.
Hmm.
So for them to be
Oh, that's so
aggressive.
cute. I'm not cutting you off. I just
Oh no, it's okay.
cute. I love seeing people split all the kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah.
So
So for
like,
them to be aggressive, it was just like it was almost a rites of passage is what you do. So he was taking it more sensitively because he had not had those kind of same upbringing.
okay.
And so for me, it was like, okay, let me step out of this because I'm going to tell you how to handle it like a woman would handle it almost.
Right.
Like, yes, you should express to them how you're feeling about. No, no, that's not going to work for boys. I don't care how you feel about this.
Okay, so I'm
It's going to make me pick
interested.
on you more.
Okay, so I'm interested for the moms that have daughters. Do
Yeah.
you guys find yourselves in those kind of battles kind of between um
Yeah. Well, I know girls get bullied, but they get bullied differently too.
girls,
This
man,
is I'm
growing
I'm
up, the girls,
so
they're
not
the
ready
Definitely,
for a
when she
girl.
would come
I'm
home and
so
tell me
not
she
ready
got
for a
bullied,
girl.
it'd be, oh, I don't like your hair, or I don't like the choice of clothes, or your book bag. Well, she went to a school that were uniforms.
okay.
So, and then I remember when she was in, like, I think first grade, she kind of got bullied by her teacher's assistant.
What?
A
Mm.
grown woman was literally like bullying her, and
Oh
I
no,
had
see,
to
I would
like,
have been at that school.
I had to keep myself, like, I was in the school with the principal and her at a meeting, and I had to keep myself from jumping across the table because, like, you're in your 40s, and she was
What?
like, I
Yeah.
want to say 7. Like, she would tell her
Oh
like,
my
I don't like
goodness.
your hair, or she didn't like her clothes were inappropriate, like clothes that my mom had bought her.
Right.
Like, nothing short, nothing revealing because she's 7. Then she'll be like, "Oh, I'm going shopping this weekend. What size do you wear so I can buy you some appropriate clothes for school?" And then I'm like,
Mm.
because Emily would come home and
The
tell me stuff,
audacity. I can't
and I
imagine
was
a
like,
teacher.
maybe you're hearing her wrong because I know a grown woman isn't saying this to you. It's just like, no, mom, that's what she said. And she came home like 3 days in a row and kept saying different things. And that's when I went, was calling the school. I tried to talk to the principal about it at first, but she was
Mhm.
like, "Oh, I'm friends with her. She wouldn't do that." Oh, okay. So then I'm going to the school
Mm.
board.
Yeah, you did right. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's
How
why
was your
sometimes.
daughter taking it? Was
She
she
like,
was she
I
upset
think that
about
like
it
she
or?
still has like a little like self-esteem issues even now, because
Mm.
she care more about how people see her. And I tell her
Right.
like, it doesn't matter what they say, it's what you think and what you
Mhm.
see when you look in the mirror.
Right.
It's hard to, like, once
But
you
it
lose
starts
self-esteem, to
early
gain it
because
back.
I remember being in school and I remember my first experience when people, it was bullying back then, I don't even know if they were calling it bullying like that.
Picking on each other.
Yeah, where the girls would say things, very mean
Yeah.
things. I remember getting complexes about some of these things, like even down to my weight. Like now I'm just like, like, I'm past the point of like, listen, I'm just fluffy right now. I'm trying to work it out. But me and Jesus gonna work this thing
Look,
out.
I just had a baby. Look, that's what you
But
gotta say.
but I remember the first time I ever felt self-conscious about my weight, and I was tiny when I was a kid. We were all in our bathing suits and we were all spraying, it was hot, we were spraying the water, everything. And this girl said something about me. And ever since then, I never would wear a bathing suit without a t-shirt on over it when she said it to me as a kid.
Mm.
And like and I was young, I was like, I want to say I was like 8 or 9. And I'm just like, it's so interesting how those things stick with us. And like, that's why I am kind of glad I don't have daughters because I think little girls can be super mean.
I know
Like,
Little
I'm
girls
mean.
can be mean.
So.
So
and
not ready. So not ready.
I just
You
wonder,
got a
like,
girl?
I'm pregnant now. Yeah, I'm gonna have a girl, and
oh,
Mine
I'm
is
not ready.
13.
I'm not ready.
So
yeah, I
Yeah,
just think about
that's the
teenagers.
age.
I'm terrified.
That's the age.
the age you ready to be like, get out.
When she starts to try to be alpha woman. Yeah, when she
She
has to
doesn't really
assert
try to
her
do it to me
authority.
because she know that I'm not taking it. Like I'll pop you in the mouth, threaten her with a black eye, but she'll try to do it
I
because she's
always
more of
worry
a
about that because I
pushover.
was just like, man, if I had a daughter, at that that point where it's just like you start to feel yourself. How
Yes.
as a mother, like I'm glad I don't have to experience. I'm not gonna have to experience that because I always wondered like how was that gonna go? Like when you hit that crossword road when your child, your little version
Right.
of you is
Am
looking
I going to jail, or am I gonna
now.
am I
I
gonna
have little
handle
ones.
You
this?
want to leave
Like
in a
when they're
body bag?
little.
I tell my daughter that all the time.
Right.
You want to leave in a body bag? Because you
Yeah,
Right.
but
doing
they be
that.
like 5 and they have all this personality. Even Eli at times, I be looking at him like, who are you talking to?
Oh
Like
my goodness.
who
You
this
wait.
little
The
shit
mumbling
has
under the breath,
it's
the talking back
in
when they're in
that
the room.
it's like I start feeling like my mom. In those moments, I start feeling like my
I
mom.
know,
And
I know,
you start
right?
thinking like
You
you
start
start
thinking,
saying
man, I
things
thought I
like,
would never say this,
like,
but
oh my god,
That's why your parents always
I
say,
brought
"Wait
you
till you
into
have
this
children."
world.
listen.
Right.
It's all those little things
That
I
is
start I'm
exactly
like,
why
"Man,
they say that.
am I getting older? Am I becoming my mom? Because what is happening in here?" I'm going through, "Turn these lights off, my light bill. Turn this off. Turn my"
Yeah. Did you pay for that?
My son, I'll go in his room and he'll have I don't understand. He has to turn on every light. They have a light in the closet to the point I'm ready to take bulbs out. Like, because I don't know why you have every light on in here. TV on, every electronic plugged up. And I'm just like, can we turn something off? Can something go off? Please. Like, this electricity bill is outrageous right now. Like, mommy's going through a season. Like, it's a lot.
No,
And I
I've been
just
calling my mama real quick, like, "Mom, let me tell you what your granddaughter did." She like, "Don't you
all the
remember when
time.
you did X,
All the
Y,
time.
Z?"
Right.
I'm like, "No, you must be. That must be my sister, not me."
Like I call my mom and I'd be like, let me tell you about your grandson. I call my brother, let me tell you about your nephew. Not like let me tell you about my child. Let me tell you about your nephew. Because right now, I don't know what's going
Right.
on.
He's
But
alien. He's not mine. He
Cut
clearly
me
is
out.
yours. Yes.
it's such a like it's such a journey. I don't even know how we didn't went from talking about our inner child to talking about parenting. Just a round table of thoughts. But
Yeah.
it's
That's
definitely
motherhood, right?
it
Wouldn't
is.
change it for the world, though.
I
Absolutely.
love
Like
my
I
baby.
really do. Even on the tough days.
Love
Even like right
each
Put
and
me on
now,
every
your
moment.
nerves.
Yep.
it's a season I'm in, but I'm really trying my best to stay so like above like how like I feel and it's weird because some people expect me like to be how some like they'll know what you're going through and they expect you to be like sad and distraught. And I'm like, but what would that do for me? Like
Right?
that's not going to help me get out of what I'm in. Like, so, and I think that's why I tend to close myself off sometimes. And I know, like, even I'm really glad that I did start, coming more on this platform because y'all know me, I'll go ghost in a second. I would
Mm.
disappear from everything because I'm just like, I don't know what to do right now. Like,
Then
it's
you
too
got
much.
people worried. Like when you went ghost, I was talking to my husband about you because our kids are the same age, and
Hmm.
I'm like, actually, she missing. And he's like, she gonna come back. I'm like, I hope she's okay.
It just got really hard for a second. It got really hard and like but I do feel like I am growing in this season and I pray to God I'm gonna come up out of it. I know I am.
Excuse me.
It just was a lot of different parts that had to fix itself. But one thing I'm proud of is my growth from getting over him. because even now he's still trying to reach. Like Michael sent me a picture of him playing Dungeons and Dragons, and I didn't understand why you're sending me pictures because I don't talk to you. Like, are you sending this?
But you know
to
they
show
always
me?
want you when they leave you or when they see you trying to do better for yourself.
But like, it was
Yeah.
just weird.
It's
It
like
was
I
now
think
he's
he's
gonna be
just
the person that he like you wanted him to be.
But like he's being
Now
like, why would
you
you
right.
want him to
think
do
that would
it.
make me happy that you're out having fun? Like, what was the purpose?
Because you
Or maybe he's
guys,
just trying
I
to
think
rub it in your
because you
face like
guys
I'm
like,
free, you stuck home with the kids.
Like, but why
so
would you think that would make me?
I don't think it's that, I don't think it's that like evil. I think for
I don't
him, because
know.
you
I don't
guys
know.
did start as
Kind
because you guys did start as friends and were friends for so long,
right,
he doesn't understand that crossing that boundary has made it difficult for you to go back to just being friends. But I
right.
think for him, it's like a switch. He
But
can
how
do
can
it.
you be with friends
So
with someone
if
that
he
did
was
you that
friends
dirty?
with you before, sorry?
But how could you be friends with someone that did you that dirty?
That's how I feel. Like, I don't know how.
Because he didn't get treated dirty, right? So it's not something
That's
that he
true.
has to heal
But I'm
from.
like,
That's
well,
true.
yeah,
It's
he
not
don't
something he
he
has
never
to
did
heal
it to
from.
you.
Yeah. It's just like, why can't we go back to being friends? So my question would be, if you guys were still friends, would he have sent you a picture like that?
Absolutely. He would have sent me all kinds of
All right.
pictures of his
So
trial.
for him, it's just like, okay, so we're not in a relationship anymore, but we've been friends for, however many years. And he can do that because he doesn't have to heal from anything. He
But do you
didn't,
know how? But
he
that
did
makes
it.
me like it doesn't make me feel worse. Like if this was like a few months, like a month or so ago, I probably would have been like really jacked up over that because I don't
Yeah.
understand how you cannot think of me and how I'm feeling. Like, you know what I mean? Like it to me, it comes off as selfish
Right.
because you're
Because
not
men
even.
It's
process
absolutely
emotions
selfish. It's
different.
absolutely selfish.
Yeah, like,
It's
you know
absolutely
that I'm
selfish. But
still
I'm sure that's
facing not having somewhere to live. You know that I'm still looking for a job, haven't got gainful employment. And like, yet you think that I'm supposed to be your friend and be excited for you while you're
right.
traveling and meeting new people. Like that's
Yeah.
insane. Like what's wrong with you? Well, like, I don't know, but like I say I'm glad because I feel like I really like when I get these messages from him, I just be like, anyway, back to my day, because what is in the world of him? I don't know what's happening over here to make him think that this was like it's like he almost baits me sometimes, and I'm just like the open door is Jackson.
Maybe he think that's his way back to you.
Every time I only talk to him about Jackson, and it's like he'll always try
Mhm.
to turn it, and I'm like, take care. And I'll just literally close. I'll just and he's like, "Oh, okay, well, all right." But I have to because I'm like
Yeah.
Still
boundary.
healing.
Protect yourself.
It's a boundary.
Protect
It's
yourself.
like I'm
Yeah.
not there. I'm not saying one day I won't be able to, but I don't really want to be his friend, and I don't feel wrong.
Yeah.
Like you
If
treat me good.
anything, if anything, I would definitely say he misses the friendship, you know,
Yeah.
because I'm very sure as you are, as you portray yourself, I'm sure you give good friendship as you give good love.
Right.
And the friendship, because he can probably get love somewhere else,
Right.
obviously not saying it will be equivalent, but
Right.
he could do that somewhere else. But the friendship that you
Mhm.
offered is probably very rare for
Right.
him. And he's probably thinking he can dive right back into that, not thinking that he's completely jacked this up and changed it to a
Mhm.
level that would take a very long time for
And
you to even
also,
think about getting it. And I see you already. Sorry, I'm not cutting you off. You're already like, I'm sorry, I can't do this for you right now. And you're like, maybe later. Give that
right.
crap. You don't, no, no.
Right.
Was it worth it? Was the friendship worth it for you? Because that's the
Not
only
after
thing
all of
that
this,
would
it's not. Not after all of this, it's not. Like I feel
let
like
it
I
Maybe
go.
already
he thought
You
you would
don't
be
have to
like
be his
like I
friend.
said, maybe he thought you would be like the perfect woman for him to mask everything else that he was trying
and
to
I
hide.
feel that that's what it
Right.
was. Because I don't believe that he's ever been like I told y'all, like how he had that night in the kitchen and told me that, and I was just like, okay, I figured. What you want me to say? But then that's the thing too. He doesn't know that I know all that I know.
Are you
So
gonna
I
tell him
think,
one day?
what am I supposed to say? Like, boy, I know you gay.
I knew you like trannies. I don't know.
like that's a very sensitive subject for some. Like, you know, like I wouldn't even know how to approach that. Like, I didn't know how to handle it when I
Yeah.
found out. I was like, what?
See, that would be that's a breaking point for me. What is it
Right.
called? No way.
That's what I'm like. There's like, okay, so friendships, you have honesty. We don't have honesty because one, you don't even trust me with your truth. You know what I mean? So like, how can
Maybe he told someone before and they judged him. So now he just don't want to
Oh.
tell nobody, and he does it in secret.
I feel like
You
he's
know
never
what's funny?
this. I feel
What's funny about that is depending on if you were to say it, would probably depend on how deeper of a connection he thinks he can have with you. Because if you're understanding about it and you're the only one who knows, that further deepens the friendship, right? But
but
if
I don't want
if
to
you
be
make
in
him
here.
feel horrible, right?
But
Yeah.
that's
So
good.
I
I mean, to
yeah,
have a good
leave it
co-parenting
alone.
relationship, you eventually need to be friends, right? Or
You don't need to be
people
that
just
kind
like
of friend though.
I
friendly.
don't think you
Because
need
he'll
to
be
be
coming to you
friends
with
to
stuff that you
co-parent.
might not want him coming to you with.
I don't feel like you
when
need
me
to
and
be
my
friends to
husband had
co-parent.
split and we were trying to co-parent, we were also trying to be friends.
Like, I don't want to be friends. I'm
Like, I feel like
definitely
we have
not
to
friends
be
with my son's
cordial.
father. So
We have to be cordial,
yes,
but I
I
don't
just
think
feel like it'd be better for the the child down the line, like when you move on and
I
he moves
agree
on.
that it probably would be better. But
I mean, not
it's
like
definitely
today,
not egregious.
tomorrow, next week, next month, maybe not even the next 2-3 years, but I mean, like, it won't really matter to the kid a little bit older. It's like now the kids won't remember anything.
right.
A couple years down the line, they're
I
gonna be
feel like
like,
a couple
"Who?"
of years down the line we'll be in a different space, but it's the fact that even him still trying to talk to me like we're that, like where he'll slip in and say, "Oh, I've been thinking about X, Y, and Z," and I'd be like, "Not with me, you ain't." Not me knowing what I
It's
know.
like it's like he got so much trauma. It'll be easier if you knew what it was. Like my husband has trauma, but
Mhm.
he never talked to me about it. We've been together like 17 years,
It would
and
only
that's
start to come
still.
out when he started drinking heavy, and then like I would be like, "Am I gonna have to 302 you because you going to a place that I can't even handle?" It would get real strange. But like, I hope the
He's
best for
trying
her.
to like drink away his pain. Like that's how I was when I met
Mhm.
my husband. I was a stone cold alcoholic, drinking every
What?
day. I would drink at work, wake up in the morning drinking, drive drink, all of it.
What? I never would have thought that.
And I was literally still drunk when I found out I was pregnant with Amber. And that's what made me completely change my life around.
Wow.
I
Wow.
don't think
I
I would
never
have
would have thought that.
probably still be alive if I hadn't got pregnant.
And I say that about Eli. I was headed down a very, very destructive path with his father. Like I just at that point in time in life, I just was over. I didn't care about nothing. And I found out I was pregnant. And I was like, I have to change my life. Like I have someone else that matters more than, you
Me.
know.
Hmm.
And I think that's why a lot of times, even going through like the tough stuff, my children really are my source of strength, like at times, because I'm just like, they didn't ask to be here, and I just see them, I'm like, Eli's such a sweetheart. Like, I would never want to hurt him like that, and it's like, after, in 2019, when I had my breakdown, that's what everyone likes to call it. I don't even know what to call it, but everyone calls it my breakdown. I, I really had to like dig deep and do the work to be better for him because I'm just like,
Yes.
who would have him? Like, who would, I think of like, oh, well, his
Open
grandma,
the
she
door.
has money, but she thinks money solves all issues. Like, she literally thinks you can pay your way out of anything, and
Look, you see
that's
him?
what's most important.
My other son just got back.
So yeah, so I don't know. I try to be better for him. And even in this, I'm trying to be, I am growing, I'm learning about myself. I am hopeful, y'all. Like I don't know. I think I'm gonna redo my resume one more time. My brain's all over the place. I'm just like, this can't be this.
Is that
This
good interview?
I told you my mom just started working for the tolls from home.
hmm
I was, you were looking for a work from home job. You know, my mom just started working from the tolls. Like
How? What is that through? Is that like from your state?
My mom lives in Virginia. She doesn't live here.
Oh, she does. I don't know why I don't know where I thought she was living. Like, my brain.
I'm in Florida, but she's, still in Virginia.
I mean, are they still hiring? Like, I'm trying. Like, I'm not. Listen, like I told you, I just become numb to the rejection letters at this point. Like, I just become numb to the rejection letters. Like,
I think it's hard just getting any type of job at this point.
yeah.
Like, even if you're trying to get the job at McDonald's, it's like either people want to work and they ain't got no more spots open.
And it's like people be saying like, "Oh, people don't want to work," and I'm just like, I very much want to work. Like I
Right.
feel like I've applied for everything. That's why I said maybe it's my resume. Maybe my resume is just trash.
I think it's hard to get a work from home job. Like if you,
Girl, I'm applying for in person and work from home at this point.
But then you got to think about daycare and transportation. So the best,
right,
thing for you is work from home.
Yeah, and that's what everyone says. They're just
you
like,
with a husband and an older child. I'm like, if I want to go back to work, no, I need to work from home.
Right. And that is why I did have to pivot and start looking at, the work from home positions because it's like childcare, transportation. Like, it's like, I'm like, oh, I'll catch the bus. Oh, I can do the Uber and Lyft. And then look at the one job that wanted to hire me and it was out of the route to get my kids to daycare and get to work on time. Like, it was crazy. Like, and I was just like, oh my goodness.
That's why I'm like, that's a jerky move for him not to have at least left in the car. Then like
I would have honestly. I think if he would have left me his car, even if it was like, oh, you can only use it for 6 months, that would have benefited me.
Like, change your life. Mm-hmm.
I could have worked. Like, I could have kept that job and would have been able to afford my life. I could have gotten a car and been like, okay, look, I'm good. Versus him paying the rent for 6 months. You know what I mean?
He should have been paying the rent, daycare, and
well, yeah, he could have still kept doing all that. I ain't even gonna. Yeah, and who knows with the whole with child? I don't know what's gonna happen with child support because he told me something. He was gonna call and make arrangements with them, and I said, I'm thinking to myself like, you can't make arrangements on child support. Like,
he can call them
and give them
a figure. That's probably what he thinks. That's not how child support works. Because you only can do that when you're behind, and they're gonna garnish your check, buddy.
Like, and
child support enforcement gonna garnish.
Yeah, like,
but he said he was gonna get a lawyer, right?
It don't matter.
So maybe he just thinks the lawyer is gonna handle it.
They're just gonna try to negotiate it down.
But you know what?
Gonna be like, okay, we're gonna give you $1,500 a month, and then you're gonna be like, oh, he can't afford that because he got other kids, or he gotta pay for his rent, or he gotta pay his blah blah blah. But most of the time, the judge don't care.
He's gonna go and get a room. He's gonna go and get a room, just like he was living in before we moved out here. He was living in with these 2 college boys, and it was 3 of them inside of the apartment, and he had a room. I don't know. I just want to be done with that chapter of my life and be able to, like.
I told you, take them for everything. When we went to child support court, I was at a broken point, and I'm like, I need him to pay daycare. I need him to pay for medical. Anything I got to pay out of my pocket, after school activities. That's when we only had 1 kid. So I tell them all the time, you want to leave, I can start for your pocket.
Oh my word. I don't know. It scares me to think about, ever getting married though. Like, and it sucks because I grew up wanting that. And like, I'm still a lover of love. I truly believe that it exists out there. And I love to see healthy couples, and, it makes me hopeful, but it's just like, I don't know what it is. I said, maybe it just hasn't been my time. Like, I'm telling you, people was inboxing me like, oh my gosh, I was rooting for y'all.
I was too. We know Eli's dad, and we know Ethan's dad. So I was like, oh, she finally found.
And y'all know it was real. Like I said, I put them on my social media, and I don't put men on my social media. I thought it was real. And now it just has me scared because I'm just like, is it me just not like
I don't
seeing?
know. People
Is it me?
people don't see the red flags unless you're looking at it from the outside in.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be hard if you in the relationship, or or people move fast.
Mhm.
Like, look, we were together. What,
Well, I feel like how
11
much
years
more could
before we
I
got
thought
married.
this was my friend. Like we were really good friends. Like I really thought like that's the best transition to make. Wrong.
Right.
Wrong.
And me and my husband were friends for a while before we started dating. But I feel like it's like you gotta do background checks.
I don't even listen. I feel like we need to go stand before a preacher and be like, "You see something? Could you see something in the future?"
Take a polygraph.
We need a polygraph. We need all of it. Like, cause what is happening right now?
Oh, you think that's funny too? Look, he over here laughing. He don't even know it's funny.
Jackson is over here knocked out, and he's been doing this thing now where he tries to sleep almost face down, and like he'll wake up and just be like, and I'm like, well, what is happening? Are you trying not to breathe? If you scare me at nighttime, I wake up like, what? Like if you're like, he just like hurt through the head.
I'd be like, turn your head.
I'll move him over because I feel like he's gonna
I'm gonna tell you that we used to co-sleep with Sean when he was just little, and now he's still in my bed. Like we're trying to transition.
I ain't gonna lie, I co-sleep with all my children. Now Jackson is the first that from the very beginning because Michael was still here, and that's the crazy part. Like we were broken up, and then he decided he wanted to sleep in the same bed. Like it was crazy, and so I couldn't have him in the bed with me, and so he was over in his in the little pack and play. But now, like it just was easier because I got tired of getting up and down, because I'm breastfeeding. And he takes over the whole bed. So I'll be on the edge of the bed singing for dear life. I'm like, can I get a piece of blanket? Can I?
Look, as soon as he goes to sleep, I'll be like, Emily, come get your brother. Put your brother in the bed.
Yeah. And Ethan's still mad at me for having Jackson, so he don't want to be my friend. He's all over there with Eli. So we just be.
I thought he was eventually like warm up to him.
I did too.
He
and
will. I think he will. He's 6 months. Yeah, it's only been 6 months.
He's throwing things and he's slapping him. So
that could be his way of, expressing interest. as violent as it seems, it just could be his way of expressing interest. Because you say he thinks it's funny. He's not doing it out of like total hatred.
When he wants my attention, when he wants me to hold him, and I'm holding Jackson, so then he turns that on Jackson, like
right.
You know what I mean? And so like I have been mindful to spend just time with him. I was like, oh my gosh, juggling multiple children is hard. Like I'm not used to this. Eli and them had a huge age gap, so
yeah,
having children like in the same kind of age bracket, I don't know how people do it. I feel kind of like I have to be. He's a baby, But then he's 2. He's still a baby too. Like how do you balance that?
When you find out, let us know.
I have no clue. Like I'm not.
Me and her son are the same. Like our son is like 3 weeks apart. My son after this one, before this one.
We're in the same group. Like, no, I see people that have like multiple kids the same age. I don't even see the twins. I'm like, how does that work? Like, because I'm trying, like, it's like I try to, but it's like, the babies need constant attention. And then like he's 2, so he needs that. And then with him having the delay, it's like, okay, it's even more. And then it's like
trying to figure out what they want.
The more I try to balance, the more I feel like I'm neglecting one of them. You know what I mean? Like the more I try to, I'm like, okay, now it's like I'm all focused on the little ones. Now Eli's over here needing me. Then he comes, behavior issues with him, and I'm just like, this is a lot. This is a lot to be handling right now. And that's when I'd be like, man, I wish their dads were more involved, but I have to.
Like it's a little bit easier with a partner because
I feel like I'm just like a ghetto novel over here, like. Yeah, he's in prison. This one's in prison. You know, he was on the news. His whole thing went out with a bang. Everyone like, is that your kid's dad? No, it's not. I don't know him. I have no idea who that man is. Like, I have no clue who he is. That's why I didn't give him his last name. I said, I just don't want the attachment to all that negativity. And then now with Jackson's dad, you know, like,
You know, my
story of
mom always
Peter.
was like, if you're not married, don't give them the last name.
My family was like that
Yeah,
too.
my mom
Part
said
of
the
me
same
kind of
thing
wishes
too.
I did
Yeah.
that because we go to the doctor and it's like,
That's why
and I'm like, they're all mine. They're all mine. Those are all my kids. You know, it's all these different last names. I'm like, what's wrong with me? Well, Ethan has my last name. Ethan does have my last name. And I wanted to hyphen Jackson's, but his dad was just like, no.
But it's your time to say.
I
Well,
hyphenated my son.
Emily's last name is
My son's
hyphenated.
name.
Is it?
Yeah.
I did think about, you know, because we don't have any, my brother has no kids. My brother has no kids. My oldest brother, he's not having no kids. You know, he don't want none. And my other brother, he hasn't had any kids. He said, I have enough nieces and nephews now. I don't even want to have kids. So, you know, there's no one to carry on the name. There is
The
no,
legacy. Yeah.
yeah.
The legacy
And
is
so,
dying.
right. So I was like, oh, well, I
That's how
have
I felt
3
too.
boys, but I don't know. I don't know.
You can always change it.
I thought about, don't you have to pay for that? I'm not in a position to pay
Yes.
for anything
I
Yes,
mean,
outside.
you
not
have to
right
pay
now.
for it.
Look, you know, me and my husband been married almost 5 years. I still haven't changed Amber's name. I need to. I'm gonna do it the next time we come to Virginia.
Yeah.
It's easier to do it in Virginia than it is to do it here. But you know,
Is
when you
it?
change your name, you have to go in front of the judge and plead your case.
Are you serious?
You have to you file the paperwork and then you get a court date and you go in front of the judge and you tell them why you want to change your name, and they can approve. I think they're either approve it or deny it. It's not like a guaranteed thing.
Wow, I didn't know that.
I didn't know either till I started looking into it, but I'm like, I'm pretty sure they're not going to deny it because I'm like, I just want to drop her.
Right. And you're married, and that's how that goes. I don't know. I feel like I got to think about that one day when I'm not so, you know, life isn't lifing like it is.
I mean, he's so little now, so it don't really matter.
Right.
Look, Emily 13, and I still ain't changed her.
Like a teenager. Oh, y'all, it's been 2 hours. It's almost 9 o'clock. I think this is the longest I've been on live, but it's been good. I like this. Look at this. We're figuring it out. Yeah, I just lost my train of
It's
thought.
like you're on FaceTime.
It is, and it's the fact that I don't talk to any other adults, and it feels good not to just be talking to myself. Like, so that's why I got really excited about it, and I was like, you know, let's just do this because I don't like, I leave the house to go to doctor's appointments. Like, that's it. Like, and it's just I'm just here, and like, you know, I think you need to have that. Like, I think you need to have interaction with other adults. It's important, you know,
Yeah.
especially when you're like mom all the time. Like, I don't know. I love that. I appreciate it. You know, it's good. It was good for me. I like this. Look, I'm all hyped. I'm glad that
Yeah,
we
when
got
we
this.
all finally agree to come on at the same time.
I know. Listen, y'all was leaving me hang. The only one I was like, oh, Joyce was like, yes. Do you want me to call you Joyce or Andrea? What does it matter?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, because I'm like Joyce in comments when I see Andrea. So I was like, oh, she's gonna come on. Yes, I'm gonna come on. And then it didn't work, and I was like, oh. And I'm like, nobody. And then Chrissy and the baby, you know, I was like, oh, nobody's gonna come on. And then like everybody came on, so it worked out. Yeah, you can have, and I think they said it can be like up to 10 people, but again, like we said, it might get. I think when the more you have, it might get a little outrageous. I don't know. Maybe not. It depends. Maybe not. But yeah, like I think this is good. I think this will be a good thing. Like it's growing into its own thing, and I'm excited about that. Like, you know, it's good to have no drama. You can talk and
Ask for advice because you know we
Yeah,
all got
it's
these
community.
kids.
I need it. Hey, I thought you were asleep. He came galloping in here like full of energy. Like, where did you put? Uh-oh. You want some water? You want to say hi? No, I didn't say bye. I said, you want to say hi? Hmm? Say hi. I said, you want to say hi? He said,
He's like, nah, I just say bye.
you're still up too. Hey. But, okay, Pumpkin. Can you grab these up for me? But y'all, I am getting a little sleepy myself, and I need to make sure that I know downstairs is already locked up because I always do that. But I want to put these clothes away that I got that's trash and get these kids in the bed because it is past their bedtime. I thought they were. It was quiet, so I thought they were in there asleep. But you know, they don't be going to sleep.
I'll be like, you don't want to go to bed, don't go to bed.
Can you turn the fan off?
You gonna be
Sometimes I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I just let them rock out because I'm not working and I'm just like with Eli. I had to teach him for about. It didn't even last a full week. I was like, yeah, sure, you can stay up. Go ahead, stay up because you're gonna feel this effect tomorrow. And like it was
Mhm.
good for like the first day or two. He was hyped, like he was doing all of it right. And then he started coming home trying to take naps. I said, "Oh no, we don't take naps. We gotta eat dinner and do homework." And then he was like, "Yeah,
Right.
I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed at 8:30. I'm going to bed." Cause I'm like,
that's
"Yeah,
ambulance.
I'm not telling you nothing that's gonna hurt you. Like I know."
Right. Yeah, my friend's trying to push it to 10. And I'm like,
Look,
you
I
really
homeschool
said
my daughter, so I'm
9.
like, I don't care what time you go to bed, but 9 o'clock you gonna get up.
Yeah, like if you want to stay up, if you feel that you could do that, go ahead and do it. The only
Yeah.
reason why with the little ones, I try to make sure Ethan and Jackson is down because I'm no good the next day. If I didn't sleep, he is so cute. Oh my gosh. Um,
I be trying to put in the bed because this is the only time I get to myself. My husband at
right.
work, the kids at sleep.
That's true.
I could be by myself.
See, I don't know. I think I haven't gotten
Also, my phone is charging.
okay. I love you. I feel like I haven't gotten to the space yet where I'm able to enjoy my, okay, the kids are down. It starts to feel too like, I don't know, like I'm starting to get appreciated, but at first it would be like that's too much silence. It started making me think of how like with him not being here, like I have to get used to it. But because he used to be up all night downstairs watching playing video games and watching TV and getting drunk. Just Lord have
Well,
mercy.
my husband will go in his man cave because I'm like, he got his man cave. I got my beauty room.
I don't be knowing what to do. I be up. I'll just be up. Like I'll just be up, and I'm just like I should do something. I don't want to make too much noise because I don't want to wake the baby up. I was like I really don't want to go downstairs because then like I have to figure out. That's how I started. That's how I started doing the shadow work journal the other day. I was like I'm just awake. I might as well do this. Started doing that, and I was like I'm too emotional. I need to go to sleep. This is too much happening. So I'm in here thinking about my childhood and just a lot. But I mean, this was good though. I mean, for $8, it's not bad. It's been good so far.
I want to see. I'm gonna look it up on TikTok.
Girl, see, now I feel like I need an affiliate link. See,
That's what I'm saying.
I'm about to
Look,
be,
get
I
them
can't go
followers
live on
up
TikTok. I
so
don't have
you
enough.
can
I
get
don't
it.
have enough
I think
followers.
you get a commission. You get a commission off every sale you make on TikTok Shop.
Yeah, but you have to have the 1,000. You know, I don't really. I barely. I'll be here and there on TikTok. I'm not like.
I just post my same content.
You have to
Every
you have to have
platform.
1,000 subscribers to go live. And TikTok is not, I feel like TikTok is not a safe space. I don't feel like anywhere really is, but TikTok is a lot of mean, like for no reason. Like you just have random people in there, like just I be in people's lives on there and like
I think
people
some of them
are
are bots.
they're bots. They just be saying random like this one, someone just kept spamming Jello. And I'm like, what is what is the purpose of saying Jello? Like what? Like the girl was talking about something really serious, and this person just kept saying Jello, 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 Jello. It was
I
weird.
think sometimes it be bots, and then sometimes it's just be people that ain't got nothing better to do.
Yeah, and then one time I came upon a live of, I'm not even sure what I was watching. It was weird. It got weird real fast over there on TikTok. So
I
I was
was
like,
just one of those A1 videos when they be pretending like they're a robot or something.
no,
AI.
I seen a bunch of those.
I don't watch them. I scroll right past them. Like,
Oh look, y'all been ignoring the comments. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. I didn't click that screen off. Is trying to battle about what's that.
I was like, ain't nobody else because I didn't see the comments either.
No, there's
Yeah.
people. There's more people in here, but like, it's weird the way that it's set up behind the scenes. It's like you're kind of in like a studio. Like I have to be like a
Right,
and
because
then
I
when I
can't
get caught up,
see the comments on my TV either. Like,
the comments don't come on your TV.
well, like the ones that's at the bottom of the screen now, they are. But like, if I watch it on my TV, I can't respond. I gotta like have it on the TV and then respond on my phone.
Oh,
But it's easier to watch it on the TV because it's bigger. Then I can't respond. So
right. Like, see,
I'll put it on the
well,
TV while I'm playing.
can you guys see comments while you're in here, like inside of StreamYard?
I can. What you just did, yeah.
Yeah.
But live, no. So whatever.
Huh. Huh.
When you put them on the screen, yeah, but not live.
Okay.
Because they have a chat button, but when you push it, chat with everyone in the studio. Comments.
Chat
Yeah.
with everyone. Let me see. I'm about to put something.
So if you go to the bottom where it say chat, but see like
I just sent one inside of the chat in the studio. Did y'all see that?
it covers the,
Yeah.
like everyone's face.
Oh, that's not fun. That's not fun. Okay. So what about when you put the banner across? Oh no, that makes us small. Okay. This is interesting. I have to play with it. Like I'm not really sure about all of how to do it. I just, I watched a couple of videos and was like, we can do this. But yeah, it's working out. I think this is good until YouTube discovers how to do it all on their platform, which they're slow to do everything over here on YouTube. But I think it's a good. I really did want to create this space for us. Why are you staring at the comforter?
Yeah, I appreciate your diligence with it. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, well, we were talking about it, and like everyone's like, okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. That's why I was like, y'all better not leave me hanging up in here, because I was excited, and I was like, yeah, nobody's coming. Nobody's showing up to the party.
I just kept walking back and forth when you were talking. I'm like, bye.
Yeah. Well, it won't always be such, kind of heavy, content or whatever. Like it just that one we were discussing it. I feel I'm simultaneously reading like 3 books at one time, like right now. And then people keep sending me books and I'm just like, put it on the list. Like, but I don't know. I'm a reader. I do love to read. Like that's one thing I am glad to get back into. So are you waking up? Are you waking up? You okay? He gonna start smiling. He didn't say nothing, and then he started smiling. So. Jackson's probably like, I am not used to all these lights and my mom being on here.
My mom was calling.
Oh, I was like, what happened? Like, I think
Usually your mom called.
No. My mom called before the live started. Okay, she got hip to the time because she right before I got on here. That's why I was late because I was on the phone with my mom. And she's like, yeah, I was just trying to call you before you went on live. I was like, Mom, well, you became a part of the, the whole thing.
Yeah, we're used to it now.
Yeah, she was like, oh, well, go ahead and get on there. She doesn't really understand it or anything like that. My mom barely be knowing how to operate her phone. That's what she was calling me about, saying her phone. She said the membrane in her phone is not working right. And I was like, what is the membrane? She said, that's what Tay said. I said, I don't know if he was telling you a joke, but there's nothing in your phone called a membrane. I said, usually I'm there, like I'll be like, oh, I'll come over, just come over, you know what I mean? Like, So it's like it's weird to not have that. 'Cause I'm supposed to be going down there. I'm supposed to be going to PA. My friend Javana, she just got a truck and she was like she would come pick me and the kids up because I told you my driver's license expires and I don't even know where to go here to get it.
The DMV.
Right, but where's that? Like Charlottesville is weird.
It'll tell you.
Charlottesville has the weirdest like traffic and all the streets are like highways. It's crazy out here. But that's why like my son came home. He's like, "Mom, my friend's mom says she watches you on YouTube." I said, "Oh Lord, you're finding me."
Isn't it weird when people be like, "I watch your videos"? I be like,
and then Eli be in his room taking screenshots of the YouTube, sending them to me, saying, "Mom, I'm watching you," and I'm like, "Eli, get off of my live." Like if you don't go sit down somewhere, like my little cousins used to say too, they'd be like, "Yeah, we found your channel." I'm like, these kids, like, granted, I don't be, I think this has probably been the most like adult or heavily charged, like, emotional content. Like most of the time, it just be us vlogging my life. Like I'm glad to finally get back to kind of regular.
my daughter be like, "Are you gonna vlog?" I told her that we were gonna try. And every day she's like,
You
"Mom, you gonna do it?" And then I
should.
forget. Like she was like, "Oh, you could have vlogged. We went to the library today," and I'm like,
I encourage everyone to do it. I'm telling you, it's like it's such a cool way to document like your experiences in life. And even if you don't do it every day, like just to showcase, like to look back. Like I have when Eli was a little kid that I wouldn't have. You know what I mean? Like it's just, I don't know. I like it's not again, it's not for everybody. I know
I
that
think
now,
it'll
but
be cool. But then I'm like, all I do all day is pump and feed this baby.
I'm at home all day.
Me
Like
too.
it gets real interesting. So I gotta get creative. And I think that's why lives have become more, I'm glad that these are kind of evolving because every time I say the word evolving, I see the message he sent to this person and was like, I'm evolving and I'm into, and I'm like, every time I say that word, that whole screen comes in my mind, y'all. It's ugh, ugh, ugh. Yeah, that's all I got.
It's good you can laugh about it because I don't know.
I wasn't. I'm telling you, about 4 or 5 weeks ago, I was really broken up over this. Like it.
I think I would have just like.
Yeah, it was like everything just was like triggering about it. Like you go through a range of emotions with that. When something like that, it's like because again, like you start to think like
Well, then you say it wasn't you; it was him.
Right, and I know that, but at the same time, it plays a weird trick on your mind. Even to this day, like I can be out somewhere, and if I see someone, I'd be like, "Oh, like he would cheat on me with her. Like that's his type." And I'm like, "Why do I even think like that? Like when does that stop? Like you know what I mean? Like
I don't think it would ever stop if you've been cheating on because you're gonna carry these issues into your next relationship too.
I don't want to do that.
But it's just how it is. Like my husband was married before me, and he carries that stuff into our relationship 17 years in.
I feel like at some point you have to be able to like release it, or
it's like it's locked in.
Well, no, because like Eli's dad cheated on me, but it may be because this was more in depth with what Michael did. Like it was more like I know way more. And it was often versus with his dad, it was just like, I knew when it happened. Like I didn't think like that. I didn't go like, oh, that's his type, or he would do that. But with Michael, it's a lot of mental stuff that I feel like I still deal with sometimes. And I just feel like, I'll be so glad when this stops. Like, because I don't want to think that. It has gotten better. Like we are day 63. I'm still counting, so it hasn't went away all the way, but it's gone away enough.
Just keep praying on.
You can always be like day 63 in my healing. So
yeah, I'm on I have it on my little whiteboard on the refrigerator. I'm like, update day 63. Here we are. And I do feel much better because I remember day one. I remember it was tough. It's because he played. Yeah, and it was, and I think because it was a lot of mental stuff that happened that just,
Hey,
like
Steve.
I said, like y'all saw, like he pretended like we were broken up, and he still would like act like we were together. It was just very strange. But I don't know. I just can't wait to like look back and be like, yo, I got a job.
It's
Like I never have wanted to work so much in my life than right now in this moment. Like, and I be telling my mom that I'm like, man, I've never like not been able to work. Like, I don't
It's
know.
like when you're independent and then it's taken from you. You know.
It sucks. It sucks. It does. I don't know. Like I said, I'm gonna try to rewrite my resume again. I just feel like my resume just isn't doing what it needs to do. But then
Girl,
I
you gotta
think
be like all them other people and lie.
what you say?
It'd be like I used to work for Verizon. No, they didn't. You used to work for all the places that's closed down because they can't call it yet.
No.
But like, see, and that's the thing. Like, I've never been one to like, make it up. Like, and I don't know. Like,
My resume
I
like
don't
this short. I think I had like 3 jobs my whole life.
But that's why I just be like, I have experience. Like, I have over 10 years in healthcare. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I have experience. It's just
Because like out
not
here they be
hitting
having
the
like
right.
Humana always hiring. Work
What
from
is it?
home. The health
I'm
insurance
telling.
company.
I've applied to them, and that's why I said maybe like my resume's not passing the checks or something. Like, cause like I know when you apply for like the federal government, you have to use specific keywords or something. I don't know. I've never been good at writing resumes. I just put my job down and be like, this is what I did. This is
I
where I
think
worked. This is
also
what I
it'd
did.
be like, especially if you got gaps. Places don't like when you got gaps in your employment. I got
Well,
gaps.
I always tell. Well, the
That's
only
the
gaps
reason
I
why I be like,
had is when I was pregnant, and I always tell them I was high risk and I was taking off work. That's why I didn't work. So, but that's what I feel like now is like, okay, I'm getting past that year mark of not working. It's gonna make it even harder. And so I've really been trying to get it out there. Like
like
I
it's
be
about to
on
be the
Indeed.
seasonal
I feel
time.
like Indeed's a scam at this point. I feel like Indeed, Glassdoor, all of those are just scams because I don't get no callbacks from none of them. Like I get scams. I get scammed off of them. Remember that one company that scammed me? Oh my word, had me with stolen goods, child. I was like, oh my God, am I going to jail? That was terrible. That was
But it's
terrible.
about to be like the holiday time, so a lot of places should be hiring more.
Right. Look, I'm gonna tell my mom, be like, look, you don't have to come out here for a few months. I'm gonna just have to go work retail or something for a couple of months and make some money so I can get my income tax back, and then we figure it out from there. Like at this point, because I'm just like, I don't know what to do. Like I literally I have daycare. I just need a job. Something's gonna come
Like,
up.
my husband work at Amazon, and it's about to be what they consider their busy season, where they hire for like from like now till I don't know. Do they have Amazon out there?
Not in Charlottesville. I feel like there might be one like, but you have to be able to drive there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, even but I was about to drive a school bus. They were like, you could bring your kids, and I was like, I am not putting a baby on the bus. I don't even think they got seatbelts. Like I don't
like the Ulta distribution center. I know, like we have things like that out here. I don't know what y'all have out there. I would have to look it up. But they always hiring for the holidays.
Charlottesville don't have.
Y'all gotta have some type of like.
They have like tech jobs and like doctors and lawyers, and Charlottesville is kind of a
So you
private
move to the
city.
rich people town.
Yeah, how you gonna move me out here and then deplete my savings and everything? Because he making good money through the company, and at his company they're always hiring, but like you got to have like an intelligence background. Like, and I'm like, which is military men. Most of them have that through their clearance because the military. Child, he tried to tell me that was. Remember, I said I didn't say the story. That's what he tried to tell me when he got caught cheating with that on that thing. He said that his job
I've been waiting for you to tell. I was like, I want to know.
This is so stupid. You guys got to understand how I was standing there while he said this, and he had a straight face. Like, I mean, I don't know. This is how I knew I was working with a very interesting individual, because he did not break character not one time. Okay. He said that, because he does intelligence work. Okay. So he said that when she texted him, since he does intelligence work, sometimes like, terrorists and things try to reach out to Americans. Has to reach out to Americans.
Everybody turned down the line.
Because of their job, because of his job, he has to interact with them. Y'all know I was standing on them steps ready to swing, because I was like, I had this water bottle grip so
I just
tight.
took your phone number.
Shit at him. But you guys got to understand, first off, after I got done crying, I got angry. I was literally walking back and forth in my room, and I was like, I'm going downstairs. I know it's 1 a.m, 2 a.m, whatever, but I'm gonna go down there and I'm gonna say what I gotta say. So he tried to act like he didn't hear me. So I was like literally like kind of slamming the laundry room door. I went in the refrigerator. I'm getting ice real loud. That didn't work. So finally I stood in front of him. I said, so you like the name Jenny? Like at that point, it was like the insanity in me was building up. Like, and I was like, so you like the name Jenny? And I was like, let me back up, because if not, I'm gonna swing on him. Like, what? And I said, so you like the name Jenny? I just kept saying that. He's like, what? And I said, and I'm holding my phone. I said, oh, so you texting people? Like, and he's sitting there trying to lie, and then he's like, and I said, you don't have to. I said, let me see your phone. He's like, what?
I remember when you posted about it on your stories.
Girl. Oh, yeah. I mean, at that point, I had lost all control.
Are they on your Instagram? Did y'all see
it out live on Instagram, y'all? I'm not embarrassed, but it was just like, I had lost control at that point. I was 6 weeks postpartum. I was going through so much, and then that was just like the icing on the already messed up thing.
I was like, I hope this ain't gonna be an episode of Snap.
Oh, I was going to light him up on that. I was going, and that's, I had to stop myself. And I was just like, you know what? Then I went back upstairs. I said what I had to say, went back upstairs. It wasn't enough. I went back downstairs. That's when he gave me the story. He said that it's called the Honey Pot program. He said, I know it sounds unbelievable, but you could ask anyone at my job. Like, we just were doing training about this. Where, like terrorists and people trying to get intel will contact Americans. And I said, so y'all respond, I like the name Jenny. Beautiful is how you gather intelligence. Y'all, he really tried to, like, this is what I'm talking about. Y'all don't understand. This is how he would try to, like, and because I had no interaction with other humans, like no other humans outside of my kids, I'm postpartum. I'm literally like, no, he don't think I'm that stupid. So this has me going a little crazy, because there's no way he thinks I'm that stupid. He thought I was that stupid. He did. And because he went on and he was like, yeah. And to the point he was like, yeah, he said, you're getting upset. It's the intelligence thing. I said, how'd she get your number? Why would you think that she got your number like that? And I said, you answered too swiftly. I said, it's one thing. I said, you didn't even say, who's this? You didn't even question the number. You said,
when did you say I got a girlfriend?
Sorry, my bad. I was asleep. I like it. I said, you sent 3 separate text messages. Okay, not just one. See, I had to analyze all of it. You sent 3 separate text messages. Like, one wasn't enough. You needed to drive in that you were interested. I said, it didn't seem like she was gathering information from you. You were gathering information from her. Like, what was he really tried to tell me it was because of his job? And then he flipped it. And tried to make it like I was wrong for what I did. Not the fact that he was cheating or like presenting. He was like, so you did this? And then he tried to flip it And it was just, it
But
was,
but what difference would it make? You shouldn't have responded.
but he really did. And like mentally, I was so like just messed up. And I'm telling you, I got so like, I just stayed in the room for days. And then we went to that comic book thing, and he was trying to act like we were the happiest couple, grabbing my
Who's
hand,
that?
me like I felt like a zombie. Like I put like one little clip in there, you could hear him talking. You could hear him talking to me a little bit. Like, I'm really glad you got out. Like, I'm really glad you got. Like the whole time, like I was just fighting like tears with my kids, like just trying to be there. Like I can't believe I was disappointed with him. Mm-mm. That's why I say, like, with our conversations now, I feel like some of the background is being missed to understand why I think the way, like, I feel like he's being a jerk. Like, you know. Oh, look at him.
Thank you.
He's getting so
Oh.
big.
Look.
Look, there's all a delay. I just heard myself say that.
Oh, you hear it on my TV. I keep muting it, but it keeps turning back on.
Yeah.
Say hi.
Usually I have the TV. I was having it, but it was giving too much feedback. Are you okay, Papa?
Don't you do it.
You okay? I think them shots is starting to get to Jackson. I hate shots time. They be getting on my nerves. The poor little babies. He
I
felt,
had his when he went to his appointment this week. Last week.
I used to cry. I used to cry when my kids got shot. I'm such a big baby sometimes. Like, I used to cry when Eli didn't cry. Like, Eli used to scare me a little bit because he never cried when he got shots. Not one time. And I was like, oh, I have a little interesting child because why isn't he crying? He would be straight faced the whole time. He would just look. And I was like, okay, this is kind of scary. Not these other two. They scream like somebody's snatching them and pulling them off somewhere.
They be real quick.
Yeah.
You know, I remember when Sean was born, they used to have to prick his feet to check his blood sugar, and he wouldn't cry.
Oh, well, I cry now. I said I'm terrified of needles. I had got because like I bit my nails and one of my fingers had got infected, and I was an adult, and they had to put a nail down in there. I mean a needle. Boy, I cried like a baby. You should have saw me in there acting up. I said, what is wrong with me? That don't make no sense. I said, my big old age, I'm sitting there crying about it, the shot.
When I went this time to have Kai, and I don't know who they had trying to give me my IV, but they tried to give it to me in my hand, right here. I think
I don't like where they put the IV now.
And I can see the blood dripping down my arm. And I'm like, am I going to die?
Yeah, I don't like it. And then it be burning when they be flushing it. I don't know. I don't like when they put the IV in the hand. I be wanting like, I don't know. I didn't like it.
With Sean, this time they put it like here. And
yeah, like why can't they just put
the alarm kept going off every time I was trying to feed him, every time I would move.
Mine did it too.
Like, come on, people.
You know how I don't be staying up too because I be getting hungry. I need to work out because I didn't work out today and I was supposed to. I think I think I'm gonna go to the gym. I've been going to the gym on the weekends because like I can get up before the baby wakes up and Eli will be up and I'll have him on FaceTime. I just thought that. Because when I stay up, I'll be wanting to snack.
Just got to get some healthy snacks. I've been doing that.
Girl, I'll eat the whole bag of the healthy snacks. Look, at that point, it's no longer healthy.
Broccoli, carrots, and cauliflower. It's snow peas, so that's what I'm eating.
I'm telling you, I went through a phase. I was like, it's sugar free. I can eat this. It's sugar free. Tore my stomach up. I'm in here like, Mom, I need some Imodium or something. I said,
but you know when you breastfeeding, you got to eat more.
I was eating too much. It was like the emotional eating. So I'm telling when I say I was eating chocolate and Doritos and sugar-free Coke Zeros for about a good month.
I can't do no zero soda. I need all my sugar.
I was in here thinking like, oh, sugar-free, I'll be fine. And then it's like I became addicted to the soda. Because like I think it was because like I couldn't turn to any negative vices One, I didn't have a car to get nowhere. I didn't have the cash to buy anything to deliver. So it was like, I have stamps. I can buy all the snacks I want to. And I just went kind of crazy. And one night, I passed by the mirror in my bathroom and I said, "Oh, you getting real fluffy, Ashley. Like, you doing it real big over here. It's time to reel it in." And I think that's when I kind of just shook myself. I was like, okay, enough is enough. Okay, you didn't cry, you didn't snack, you didn't watch 5 seasons of Sisters, like, which I think, like, in that moment is when I realized, I was like, I really want to have a friend group like that, because it was like that was making me sad on top of it, but I was also connecting to it, so I was like on here talking to the TV, eat my Doritos, drinking my soda, baby sleep. um it was I went through a real interesting season in here, and that's why I had to get off social media, because it was just it was too much happening over here. But yeah, I did, and then I started working out again, and I started eating healthier first. Like, this was like, okay, get rid of this, that, and the other, and it started going. But yeah, that walk by that mirror was real interesting. I see my hair was sticking up on top. It wasn't just pushed into a fro. It was like I looked like I had been rolling around in some cotton field. It was real interesting. Like, I should have took a picture, but I looked at myself and I was like, yeah, no, we're not doing this. It's not. He done took enough from you, Ashley. You're not about to let him sit here and let you go down that route. He's not, because he ain't think about you. And I had to really give myself a pep talk. And yeah, I had to get it together. It was a wild time in here. Even Eli was a little concerned. He was like, Mom, you okay? When your kids start questioning, when your kids start to question, something's up. Because Eli was like, Mom, you all right? And it was this tone he would like are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine. So I had to get it together. But we doing good. We doing better. Like I said,
I can go to the gym.
Girl, I work out at home too. Like, I've been watching, I think her name's Grow with Joe on YouTube.
I'm the person that need to leave the house to be productive. So like, I need to go to the gym.
Well, build one, like a little gym, and like have it like so you can like walk.
We rent, and I don't want to be doing nothing because we're trying to move that something. Amberly,
are you guys leaving Florida?
I'm trying to convince my husband for us to move to Georgia because he wants like a man cave and he wants a basement, and the only way he can get it.
Georgia, but I don't want to move to Atlanta.
We definitely not moving to Atlanta. We went to visit Atlanta, and that traffic ain't no joke.
Yeah, I just want I don't really like busy cities, but I also don't want to live in the boonies. Like, I need to be able to be by civilization. I don't want like somewhere where like if somebody comes and kills my family, ain't nobody gonna know until they make a lifetime movie about it. Like, I don't want that. I need neighbors. But
we live on 5 acres. Our neighbors are far.
I'm trying to picture how big 5 acres is.
A lot.
You don't have neighbors?
We have neighbors. They come and bring the trash can.
Okay, so they're close enough to do that. Like, no, I mean, like, those ones where like it's a house and then it's just like land, and then it's like another one. Like if something were to happen, nobody's immediately coming to you. Like, I don't want to live nowhere like that.
I guess our house used to be like a farm, and then they turned into like a pet zoo. So they got a whole bunch of land. We got a chicken coop in the backyard, and then there were goats, and the landlord had got goats, but they ran away, I guess.
It's happening. No, but I wanted to live on a farm at one point in time, but I don't know how to farm. I don't know how to do it. I be trying to garden and stuff.
I ain't doing none of that. I'm not mowing no lawn. I have mowed the lawn, I hear that, but I ain't taking care of no animals.
Oh, I feel bad.
I like to garden. Me too.
I like it, but like I don't know, like my stuff be dying. I don't know what I be doing wrong sometimes. I need like low maintenance plants. I didn't miss all these comments. I'm sorry, Sylvia. He really,
Look, it said chat at the bottom, and you can see the comments. I was like, okay.
yeah, like, but I have to click into the screen to get it to come onto the screen. That's why I said that's one of the things I don't like about it, because if I'm not actively like on the comments, like remember how I asked the one time if you guys can see the comments on the replay? When you go through StreamYard, you can't see the comments on the replay unless I click into the box and they go on the screen. So it'd be like you don't really know what's going on.
Sir, I can't
So,
see if you stuck in air if you got your hands right there.
but y'all, I'm about to get off of here. My brain is, I don't know why I feel so tired. I think because I left the house today with all the kids.
That'll do it.
Maybe that's it. And I didn't really sleep that much last night. And today we were out. That was something else. You know, I told you the driver didn't come back and pick us up from the doctor. I had to call a Lyft.
What? I was calling them like, I need my coins back.
He left us at the doctor. And
I thought they do leave though, and then you call them when you're ready for them to pick you up.
I kept calling him. He wouldn't answer. So I called Access to Care. Hey, Sharonda. I called Access to Care. And was like, hey, the driver's not picking up. Can you contact them to see where I'm at, where he's at? Like, if you know, and so their dispatch is calling and calling, no one's answering. And then finally they got the transportation company's dispatch on the phone, and he was like, oh, he said he'll be there in like 30 minutes. I said, but I've been waiting already for 40. And I was like, you know what? Can you just cancel it? Because last time they told me 6 minutes and then they never showed up. And you can't even get into contact with the driver. Dispatch is saying that. So I was like, I'm going to just, you know, I'm going to just catch a Lyft because my kids need to get home. So.
See, when I had it, like you would call and sometimes it's not the same person picking you up and taking you back.
Right. But I had a round trip, and apparently I don't know what's been going on, but like they haven't been picking people up. So I was like, anyway, I said, you guys were supposed to switch my account to only ride. And they didn't do that. So yeah, it was a mess. It was a mess. And so I just was like grateful, and I just caught the Lyft home and got us home. Because it was I don't know. Then the man's asking me for directions. I said, sir, I'm not from here. I have no idea what you're talking about. In and out here, like they pronounce my street Rio. Like everyone else would pronounce it Rio. Well, out here, if you're from Charlottesville, they will correct it, be like, oh, it's Rio. I'm like, he was one of those, and I was like, just get me home, please. Like, doing the most. I was like, yeah. He was like, where you? I said, I live on Rio Road. He's like, Rio. And I'm like, yeah, get me home. Thank you. Yeah, so. Yeah. I said, I thought all of them had to use their GPS. I said, he was taking all kinds of. Then he almost got us hit, y'all. He almost got hit. He got pulled out in traffic. And I'm like, okay, you playing games with my babies in his car. But,
this is the medical transportation?
Yeah, it's through your health insurance. It's through your health insurance. They give you transportation, like, where it's supposed to be free. Like, and I don't know, like when I first started using it, it was fine. They were coming, they were picking us up, and then they just stopped. But it wasn't just me. Apparently, the whole area had an issue. Girl, you might as well should have hopped up on here.
Hi, Shonda.
Listen, every time I say I'm getting off of here, it is like I keep on talking. Every time.
That's how I be when you're in other adult conversations. Look,
seriously, like I haven't talked to people in so long. Y'all don't understand. Like I be talking to my mama. That's why my mama be calling me like clockwork. We don't even talk on the phone like that. She just be FaceTiming. She don't even know how to FaceTime. She calls me through Facebook Messenger. I just be like,
my mom, look, we got the Alexas, so my mom can call and talk to the kids. The Amazon shows.
What's that? Is that the little it's like a ball? No. What's is that the
Turn my
little?
camera around.
No,
See.
it still look good.
I'm trying to figure out how to do it. Oh, I just turned the camera off.
No, she didn't kick herself out of the live.
Try to turn her camera around. She'll probably come back with it around though. It'll probably be the other
Let
way.
me put her the link back up here just in case she missed it. Wait, there she go. You look, you done kicked. I said you done kicked yourself out of the live.
I know. I was trying to figure out how
She
to
just
turn
heard
it
it.
around, but I guess you can't turn the camera around.
Can't you? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I'm on my laptop. I'm
Let
on
me
my
see if I
laptop.
can.
I haven't done this on my phone.
See,
I have
that's
done it
the
on my
Alexa
phone.
show.
Oh, that's cool. I thought you were.
And look, it's your pictures. It show all the pictures in my photo
wrong with
gallery.
You're delirious. Do you even know what delirious means?
I thought I seen 2 Power Rangers on TV and there's only one. I thought I seen 2 mutants. Okay.
Do you guys hear my child? He said he's delirious. He thought he saw 2 Power Rangers on TV, but it was only one. This is why you need to go to sleep. This is why they have a bedtime. I don't be knowing what's going on in here. Good night, baby. I love you. I see Jackson. Jackson's a baby. Good night.
He need to go to sleep.
Good night, Eli.
Good night.
Did you clean that? Did you pick your stuff up off the floor in that bathroom? Did you get clothes out for tomorrow?
No, but I'm pretty sure I know what outfit I'm gonna wear.
What you wearing? And it better not be that same outfit that you always pick just because it's a matching set. All right. Okay. We'll see in the morning. Yeah, you knew exactly what I was talking about because you wore that Nike one until it went into the trash can, and now you're trying to Adidas wear. I know you still have it.
Son, please stop. Go to sleep.
Just when you don't wear the jacket doesn't make you not. I don't care what you wear. You gonna make that a staple in your wardrobe. You wear it every week. They're gonna be like, you know, Eli with the Adidas outfit on.
No.
He wears this outfit. If I let him, he'll wear it every week, every day. Because it's fine. We can text her tomorrow. You don't text anybody after 9 o'clock. It's rude. No, it's rude. Jackson don't know if he's coming or going right now.
Oh.
This is a little laugh.
Is that Ethan? I mean, is that Ethan? Or that's her son?
Jackson was laughing at the baby laughing.
They all sound alike.
You want to say hi?
Yeah. Did they say the shot might have a slight fever?
Yeah, the first. Oh yeah, you are one. The first shots he got a fever, and in the second round he didn't. He was just irritable.
Boy, if you don't get out of my
He does feel a little
cabinet,
warm. We do have some baby Tylenol, but usually I'll take his temperature, and it's not like really really elevated. I think it might have been because he had his head. You know how he was sleeping, but he's been doing better than he has. But his little feet, you can tell his little feet be red. I know, baby. You say hi.
the only thing
Like,
about having this room is he come in here trying to open all the doors, and trying to break my stuff. Like, sir, do you know how much this stuff costs?
Girl, you and that makeup collection. It reminds me so much of when I had Eli. How like I was like that. I can't imagine having all of that anymore. But I told myself, y'all, that's one of the things I said this month. I said I want to doll myself up because I like, you feel good. I said maybe I'll do it for my birthday. But then I think about the energy it takes That's why I just be
It
like,
just depends because some days it could be like 15 minutes and I'm done, or then some days it's like an hour.
Well, when I don't do my makeup and stuff for a while, when I go to put makeup and hair, I be feeling like I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Like it's so weird. Like so it takes me a long time because I'm just like, oh no, I was supposed to do this first. Oh, I was supposed to do that. Like it's weird. And then I don't know. I get so used to seeing my face that when I put makeup on, I be like, I look weird. It's weird.
I be sure my husband the transition when people do it on like TikTok and when they look completely different. Like they look like
I
a
know
whole
I be
different
looking.
person.
I know I be looking different. I don't be looking as tired. I'll tell you that much. But it's I do. I don't know. I guess right now, just my brain just can't get that. I be wanting to because sometimes I have makeup. I don't know how you do it with the babies and stuff. Like Jackson be into everything. Ethan will come and steal my stuff and start running and throw it on the floor. Now I'm cleaning up makeup. I'm cleaning
Well,
up.
everything is put away like in drawers behind the door. He'll open the
Yeah,
door, but usually he just try to take the lip gloss.
yeah. I remember Eli used to ate my lipstick. And I was like, why would you do that? I paid like $40. It was like $40 or $60 I paid for that lipstick. I was real into makeup. I used to spend some money. And I'm looking
That's my
for it. And I
life.
look back and the boy didn't ate it. He didn't ate it. I said, why would you do that?
He said it
Broke
tasted
my
like
Hope it
candy.
palette.
was non-toxic.
Right. And then he broke my palettes. That's when I was like, yeah, we're gonna have to do something because you didn't broke my palettes and I paid some money for this. Like, what you touching that, baby?
I admire the energy that it takes to do makeup and gussy up and
I don't
stuff.
know, maybe
I
because I've
do
been doing it
not.
so long.
I can't do it.
I got my makeup here that I was about to do before I got on because I was filming my
You just
videos
said
and
that
stuff.
you said you was filming
Look,
content.
all I do is put on I got my eyeshadow palette and my other stuff up here. So when I'm done, I'll finish filming.
See, I don't know. I said maybe that'll be it one day. I'm like, okay, y'all, I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna do my makeup.
I'll
Fooling
do
with
it with
y'all,
you.
fooling with y'all is gonna take me. It's gonna take me longer than it would if I was sitting in front of the mirror because when you start talking, like I have one eye done and be like, all
Getting
right,
into
y'all.
the conversation. Yeah, right.
Right.
I'll
Yeah,
be on
but
FaceTime with my kids' godmom. Like, we be doing our makeup talking.
see, I don't know. I haven't done it in so long. I don't even
It's
know.
been like, what, 3 months?
Yeah, because before he left, I started doing my makeup and getting up and getting dressed and everything. But that was coming from a place of pain. It wasn't coming from a place of wanting to do it. I was just trying like to keep myself together. And and then I stopped once he
Then he
left.
gonna fix with my stuff.
I don't think I put makeup on since he left.
I don't think so either.
Mm.
Remember you were getting dolled up every day? I was like, look at her.
But that was me hiding. That was me hiding. That was me coming on social media. That was me hiding. Like that's the only way I knew to deal with what I was going through.
Work yourself up.
And I think that's what happened. I have to get back to a place where I'm doing it for me instead of trying to. And I think that's why I kind of rebelled against all of it. Like I ain't wear wigs. I just went to my natural hair. Just me. I needed to find me again.
I think you'll always get lost in inside of a relationship. Thank you.
Yeah.
Look at that. He's still cooking.
I don't know, y'all, but
I can't do it. I don't have the patience.
it's really not. I say it's not really not that hard.
I think it's therapeutic for some people. I think it does. I never
Yeah.
got into it.
That's what my mom be like. All right, when she's like, she'll watch my videos on TikTok and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I forgot what she watched my videos at, and then she was like, "You should make a page," and I'm like, "This is my makeup page."
Oh my gosh. No, so yeah, it's funny because my aunt is really into makeup and hair and all of that, but my mom is like the total opposite. She's like, I don't know where you got all that from. I was like, I don't know. Because I was a tomboy. She was like, you was a tomboy, like we couldn't keep your hair, your pigtail, nothing. She said, you come in looking like you was rolling around in dirt. And I was like, gee, thanks, mom. But I don't know, just
one day,
I was like, oh my goodness, yeah. And I used to get talked about because it was at that time when like everybody wasn't wearing makeup. And then when the wigs came out, it's like, oh, you wearing wigs? And I'm like, not everybody and their mama wearing a wig. I say everybody, their mama and their daddy wearing a wig because the men got got the lace fronts too.
I
Lace
can't do the
fronts
wig
too.
because
Yeah.
it's like put it on,
Listen,
take
I
it
seen
off, put
this
it on, take it off.
guy, like his hair looked like it was coming out his scalp. It was like a fade, like it was like curly on the top, but it was like a men's haircut. And I'm like, oh, I was like, wow, like that's good. When he started peeling it back, I said, now wait a minute. What is the world coming to? But I was like, is that how men think when we take our wigs and stuff?
Yes, that's exactly.
And when you take that makeup off,
Exactly.
like,
It's like
you
they
need
can do it too now. They
It
can
was
do
like,
it too now.
I was like, oh, that's magic because it was because the man was cutting it with the clippers and everything,
The
and I'm like,
shavers, yeah.
yeah. And when he went and lifted, I said he got him a glueless lace front. The world, I said, wow, that was a bit much for me. I said, this is. I don't know how I would
Now
feel.
we're all fooled.
And that's, yeah, and I think that's why I always used to be like, when I would talk to people, it would always be weird that moment where you're just like, okay, this is my hair, this is my. But whenever I wear my natural hair, everybody thinks I have a piece on, like they think it's fake. And I'm just like, no.
I don't like to wear my natural hair.
I'm like,
blown
if
out.
I'm gonna wear some hair, I'm gonna wear some hair that. Not that I think anything's wrong with my hair, but every time I wear my natural hair, I always get like, oh, is that a piece? Maybe because was wearing wigs all the time, but I'm like, no, this is me. This is her in all her glory. She out here, but it's just my hair is really thick right now. Like I don't know what happened with Jackson. He made my hair thicker. Like it's hard to maintain. It's hard to be pushing it up in a puff and just because it's just really thick.
Well, at least you can do your own hair. Like if I could braid and do my own hair, I'm tired of paying
I want to
attention
braid my hair, but I've been trying to keep myself interview ready, and unfortunately, you know how certain hairstyles are looked at. I don't even know how to take this off the screen. I think that's my brain is starting to shut down. I just was on it. Okay. Yeah, but okay, for the millionth time, y'all, I am going to get.
Yeah, right.
I am going to get off of here because I'm starting to yawn, and I'm gonna look. Eli said he was delirious. I said I'm starting to. What's happening? And that's why I'm getting hot. And I'm like, man, it's hot up here.
Which he did use the word correctly.
He did, and I was not upset about that.
Word correctly. Yeah.
The two Power Rangers. I didn't know what was happening. Look, he climbing up the whole time.
He was asleep. He keep waking himself up. I'm trying to get him to be awake now because he like to get up at 2 a.m. And for his wake window, I'd be like, nobody.
It's that I'm ready.
Not ready for that either.
It's about.
See, I'm thankful that my husband had 6 weeks off and he goes back Sunday. So I'm like, I don't want to.
Oh,
so
yeah, go back to work yet. Listen, I'm not getting caught up. Listen, I'm not getting caught up because I'll be back on here for another 30 minutes. Like I'm sitting here like my brain like, oh wait, I'm tuned in now. Wait a minute. I am going to get some sleep. Because today's what? Today's Thursday?
Wednesday.
It's Wednesday. Right. So tomorrow's Thursday. Look, we got 2 more days of the week. Like, oh my word. Okay. I don't have anything to do tomorrow. I'm just gonna be cleaning with the kids. So yeah.
I got my 6-week checkup tomorrow.
Yay. Oh yeah. I hope everything goes well. I mean, I don't know what would go wrong. Oh, you did have a C-section.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
So I don't know what it's gonna be like because usually it's like, oh, you look good. You're not bleeding. So now.
No, they just check. They check your scar, and it depends. Some doctors check to see if your cervix is closed all the way, and some don't. So it depends on how in depth your doctor is. They do check your.
Yeah, but the doctor I'm going to ain't who delivered me because I had to have where I went.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Well, I still hope everything goes well.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah. Dang, it feels like, man, it's only been 6 weeks. Jackson, I'm gonna take these. No, these are real
I'm
sticky.
probably gonna cuss him out because I went to the doctor I went to my doctor that morning, and when I went, his heart rate was erratic already, and my blood pressure was high. And she's like, "Well, you're going to your high risk doctor later, so they'll figure out what they want to do." And I'm
These
like,
hospitals.
and if I wouldn't have went that afternoon, I don't know what would have happened.
Right. Wow. I'm telling you, babies do a number on your body. Are you having a natural birth, sis?
I want to. The first one I had, my son, which was 11 years ago,
Yeah.
was a C-section, but I
Love
do
the
want to
gap.
have a natural birth.
Nice.
It's a big gap. Yeah, it's a big gap.
That's how old
I
my
can't say
daughter
nothing.
was when
The
I
big
had my
gap is
other
mine.
son.
I got 7 years in between mine too. And then I guess I
my
wasn't.
daughter's 13 and my other son is 2, so I had 11 years too.
Oh, okay.
Oh, y'all beat me.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I don't know what
It'd be
happened.
good
It's
though
helpful.
because you
I
got
just
someone
took
to help
on.
you.
Ouch.
Like,
Yeah. He's very helpful.
No, I'm
He
glad.
is
It
very
is
helpful.
great to have an older one. Okay,
It is.
y'all. We getting off of here. Since you're supposed to be holding me to it. You're supposed to be holding me to
Well,
it.
I mean, once we passed 8, I was like, well,
Andrea's in the corner. Every time I say it, she's
we
nodding.
ain't
I'm
got
like,
nothing to
okay, she's with
do.
me. She's feeling it. We doing this. And then I'm like, wait, nobody's saying nothing. Y'all know I will get off. I'll get off. I'll be like, ooh, what's that about? Ooh, apples. Look. Oh, let's talk about it. But I gotta I want to get him. I'm gonna try to put him. Who is calling me at this hour?
That's spam. That's what be happening.
Absolutely.
you are serious about that 9:30, huh? That's for everybody. It's like I don't get phone calls after 9 either.
Oh no. I'm telling you. I told you. I get nervous when my phone rings real late like that. Everyone knows, like, it scares me because I think I'm about to get bad news. So I tell them, don't call me late like that. Like, if it is like, let it be serious. Like, don't. I told you, my mom be scaring me. She be calling me like somebody died and just be like, "What was that channel that came on again?" I be like, "Get off,
This
mom."
is a parent thing.
But
I don't call my mom like after 10 o'clock. That's the latest because I be scared she gonna think something happened. She gonna be like, I need to
right,
get.
I feel like that's a natural thing. Like, cause comments say, like, "Why you calling me this late and you ain't got nothing to talk about?" Like, what you calling
I
me?
call my mom after 10. She delirious while she talking to me, and then in the morning she's like, "Did I talk to you yesterday?"
That's me. That's me. Don't talk to me while I'm sleeping or something. Don't make sure I'm fully awake. And we used to I remember Eli's dad used to get mad at me about that. He's like, we had a whole conversation. I said, was I awake? I said, my eyes was open, but was I really awake? Because I'm sleeping. Okay, Jackson, that's off of here. But this was fun. I can't wait to do this again. But I'm going to bed, y'all. I'm gonna and watch I get off of here and get a second win and be up in here cleaning and stuff because I can't go to sleep. But yeah, this is good. I like this. Was fun. We definitely have to do this again. And like I can't even think straight right now.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity. It was
Now I'm
fun.
gonna have to I gotta retitle the title because I think all the title is hey hey hey. Because there's some people that go back and they watch the replay and they're gonna be like they won't see all of this. I'm like, no, we really. Oh, I'm gonna have to figure out.
Oh, so when they watch the replay, they won't see this part.
Well, I mean, this is the longest one, and they gonna tune in for 3 hours. They will. Because what time? I don't even know what time we started. Like when everybody started coming in, wasn't it like 8 something?
Like 8:30.
Yeah, it was close
Yeah, and I
to.
had got on at 6:30, a little after 6:30. So like, I don't know if that. Like I haven't even put no thumbnails or nothing. I just been real just throwing it up there. It's gonna come together. It is.
Girl, go to bed.
Thank you. Thank you. I was going off again. That's sleepiness kicking in. But y'all, this was fun. This is great. And we will do this again. Let me get up off of here. Good night, ladies.
Good night.
Yeah. I don't even know where the end screen button is at. Okay, here we go. Bye, y'all.